the window. Stunner boys, and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's my out on Middle Park. They go jump up in them scrapers. See them coming up the block.
Bill Clinton going dumb. All out the scraper. Stunner boys here. Mission is the major. Watch your girl before I take her, cause I'm on the strip shining.
We don't move like no clock.
But boy, it's big time. And lead a block to my youngster, cause boy, it's big grinding. 20-inch rims. Freaks on film. She eat her, why she eat him? You already know who game tougher than leather. We throw parties that go dumber than ever. Young niggas wildin' out, shaking they dreads. Boy, is you biz or is you smack? Cause you all out the window with a face of a triple stack. I'm money hungry, plus I need all mine. Rigs on the beat, you gon' see our shine. Why you think they call us a dummy foe? Cause we stunt and we stunt hanging out the dope.
They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. Stunner boys, and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's my out on Middle Park. They go jump up in them scrapers. See them coming up the block. They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. It's the Stunner boys, and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's my out on Middle Park. They go jump up in them scrapers. See them coming up the block.
Every time I hit the block, boom, drop the stack time. Candy on them dub things, bumping for one time. I'ma do the fool like I'm mental and ignorant. Jumping at a stop sign while I ain't giving it. Throwing up the block, cause you know when I'm feeling it. We ghost ride the whip like we ain't even feeling shit. High feed, call a stunner boy. Tennis shoe every whip, now who's stunting boy? At every function, sideshow, neighborhood event, you catch me dipping in the scraper with the 16-inch flip. Reppin' PA, Menlo, Northern Cali finest. If I'm scraping past $1, mean the police right behind us. We don't care, we going on big perp and X pills. Stunner boys, they stunting the block on big wheels. Get big skrills, cause they ain't fucking with us. We in the building and we feeling like nigga with us.
They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. Stunner boys, and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's my out on Middle Park. They go jump up in them scrapers. See them coming up the block. They holler who that is, hanging all out the window. Stunner boys, and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's my out on Middle Park. They go jump up in them scrapers. See them coming up the block.
I got a few of my young niggas all out the windows. Stunting up the block, niggas know with their info. We feeling we stacked, our rims are stacked. Plus we smoking on that perk weed, leaning back. They know we coming up the block, holding the meanest stats. When you stunt like them stunners, you get mean with racks. Candy paints on the model, we mean at that. Bumping nothing less than 15s and holding us at.
And we'll teach you how to stunt. All through the bay, we ride candy and blunt. When we come, the show shut down. No field goals, all touchdowns. Police come, we get goes down. High speed and run them through the whole town and get away. I'm not locked like Akon, supercharged kick, running on stop
They holler
sign.
who that is, hanging all out the window. Stunner boys, and they going off the endo. Where they from? DP's my out on Middle Park. They go jump up in them scrapers. See them coming up the block.
What it do? This B-Eazy Dat Dude, And y'all already know what this is. Another installment of Easily Rigged. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. Let's see who we got here. Definitely come in heavy with the likes. New Year, same you. That's the topic. You know, a couple years ago, I don't hear as many people saying it, but there's a lot of people that's saying, New Year, new me. Really? I don't see that. Shout out M3. He say, what up, Easily Rigged. Big Rig Slaps says, drop the link. Hold up. So this link is for Big Rig Slaps. But shout out everyone that's in the building. You can be anywhere in the world, but you chose to join us on this rather late evening. But you know, we will not disappoint. Y'all know how we do on Easily Rigged. And we got Wally, none other than Wally Verse in the building. Saying salute the crew. Well, Wally, salute to you. So yeah, I'm just waiting for Big Rig to join in on the discussion. But yeah, how's everybody feeling tonight? Let me know. It's a lot of stuff been happening. It's already, can you believe it? It's already 10 days into the new year. Yikes. And Wally says, M3 salute on 3K subs. Congratulations. And looks like we're finally joined by none other than Big Rig Slaps. What's up, bro? You there?
What it do? What it do?
Yeah, what's good? What's good with you?
Man, I'm just chilling,
Not
man.
too much. Okay, bro. I literally just got in the house, bro. Like no joke. I got in the house at 9:53 to be exact, bro. So like when y'all, we be right, and I started exactly at 10. But just to let you know, you know what I mean? Like I really be ooving and doing in the streets, but we come here to make it possible. And tonight is gonna be a good stream. We got several people in the chat and watching. Just go ahead and show some love. Hit the like button on the way in because we appreciate all that y'all do. You are now tuned into another installment of Easily Rigged on the Knowledge and Relationships platform. Your viewership and support is immensely appreciated, and for that, we thank you. All right, cool, man. So we can just get straight to it, man. So you see what it says at the bottom. New year, same you. Is it new year, same you? New year, new me? Are you changed? Do you have a reason to change? Are you changing for the better? Or are you changing for the worse? So there are plenty of people that make New Year's resolution, and typically I'll use for the gym, for example. Ticket membership sales around the first months, especially January, are astronomical. But as it gets closer, in the middle of the year, you see people kind of fall off, and there's a lot of people that have memberships, but they waste the money because they don't even go, you know. So in their mind, they thought that by them getting a membership, it was a new version of themselves. They had a new mentality, but really it was just a new year, the same you. Just because it goes from 21 to 22 to 23, 24, etc., doesn't mean that you're automatically going to be a different person just because the year changes and you've heard some slogan, new year, new me. No, it's still the same you. But what you got to say about that introduction, Big Rig?
I think you're right, man. I think that I think people get caught up in the new year thing, man. I could talk for myself too. Sometimes we try to set goals and everything and try to stick by certain goals. And sometimes we make goals that are a little bit out there that we know we really can't make it happen, but it sounds good, sounds motivating. So it could be like I don't know how to put it, man, but like almost setting yourself up for failure, man. You just got to be real careful when you set these type of goals, man, because everybody does it. I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? You just brought up the whole thing about the gym, about the gym membership. You know what I'm saying? I've had a gym membership, bro, for like the last 3 years, bro, and I ain't really.
Bro, hey, that's hella funny. I didn't even know that was on you, but to keep it a buck, that happened to me before. I was going, but I remember it used to be months that I wasted. Like I would go and I'd be like, man, I'm gonna go. I'm too tired. Then I would go and I would only go for a short period of time. Then sometimes I would go and I was supposed to lift, and people say, hey, let's play basketball. Now I'm working on excessive amounts of cardio when my intent was to lift. Then you see some baddies up there. Then you see some of your homies up there. So sometimes the gym is like it's like a fitness club, and that's actually what they call it. To be honest, they call it a fitness club because certain people already got a certain physique where they don't really need to go extra hard working out. So the chicks will come there with the yoga pants, and then the dudes is trying to show all the guns. A lot of them cats just be talking, you feel me? So it'd be like, you just be chopping it up, you know what I mean? Like, oh, what you use this protein. Oh, do you compete, etc. But I'm saying all that to say that
They got the
I've been there
music
too.
pumping.
Exactly, but that's not ultimately what their goal is. That my
Right.
goal was to maybe do strength training, but I go up there and get sucked into talking with people, and now they say, man, come play basketball. But that's not you know what I mean? That's opposite of the type of training that I want and need to do to accomplish my goal. So there's a lot of distractions that we succumb to, and then there's a lot of just delusion that basically we kind of tell ourselves, like you said, some of those resolutions are delusional, right? Where people be like, I'm gonna lose 200 pounds in 3 months. Like, come
Right.
on, bro. You like, I understand you
And
want
then
to
you're
go
looking at
hard.
yourself like in the second month, sick to your stomach, like, man, I ain't accomplished a damn thing to that
Bro,
goal, bro.
you sick as a dog, and then peep this. When you say I ain't accomplished a damn thing, you know what else I'm gonna do? Why I might as well have that box of donuts. I might as well get the double stuffed Oreos and dip. You see what I'm saying? Now your whole plan, you stayed away from that. You was good, but you
Right.
gonna tear it down in one day, bro.
Right. Right. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact.
But man, let's get to the chat because it looks like
Yeah.
the chat. We got the chat coming in heavy, and we got none other than John Sin Differ say, "What's today's knowledge, family?" So if you can see at the bottom, New Year, same you, or is it a New Year, new you, John? Let us know. And he said, "Riggs, what's the deal?" And looks like Mr. Knowledge and Relationships is acknowledging his rap videos, and John is a very prolific rapper. The dude got crazy bars, you know what I mean? Definitely should check
Got
him
a
out.
video on
Johnson
YouTube right
Differ.
now. He's going hard, man. Shout out to
Yeah,
John.
definitely a talented brother, you know what I mean? Spit that fire. So he says, get the likes up. Definitely get the likes up. Share, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell because we are going to be coming at y'all even heavier. Right now, this was kind of a last minute, but due to the last stream that I cammed up on, I'm giving myself a pass on this one. But going forward, you're going to see a lot of cam actions, a lot of different visuals and graphics, you know what I mean? Is only going upper from here. Share this
It's
video
only
with your
going up,
people.
baby. It's only going up.
And then we got none other than Risa Neal in the building. Shout
In the
out to
building.
Risa Neal.
Pum, 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 pum.
And sound effects going up too, you know what I mean? I got a lot of stuff, but it's just, I was rushing here. Wasn't prepared to bring all of my, repertoire. So let's see what else we got. And John says, New Year resolution is another ritualistic system set up in the honor of false doctrines and gods, just like holidays, etc. With that, they control when you hit the reset button. So you think at least. Okay, so John trying to go extra deep, biblical, spiritual, philosophical. I like that. It's a combination of it, but you know, I can't really, say that it's inaccurate. So he says, my video after the next one is going to drop light on a lot of current events in a symbolic way, of course. Okay. So we'll be looking forward to that video. Just let us know when it's dropping. And it says, don't come on cam like whack 100 BC. You see what I'm saying? I will show. See, this why
Here
we
we
can't
go.
have nothing nice. You see what
Here
I'm
we
saying?
go.
Like every time, we show
Here we go.
man, what's that song? They smile in your face. Whole
Ooh,
time they want to take your
take your
place.
place, them
Backstab.
backstabbers.
And speaking of that, John has a really dope hoodie. It's called Backstab Song. Speaking of hoodies, bro, how many streams have we done? John was supposed to have a hoodie for me, right? Don't
Yeah,
worry, I'm
I
still
think he
waiting.
dropped the ball on that. I think he dropped the ball on that right now.
No, he didn't. He never picked up the ball. he
Oh,
never he never picked up
shucks.
the ball. But you peep this. Peep this.
Wow.
Guess who got one? Brad got one. Brad got a hoodie.
Mm.
Karen got a hoodie.
Ooh.
This supposed to be my brother, my brethren, the Aki.
Mm-mm.
I can't even get a hoodie. He making hoodies. He making rugs, jewelry, keychains. Trying to get in the shoe game, and I've been waiting damn near
I
2
seen
years
him
for a
Christmas
hoodie.
time with the kid gear. I was like,
Bro, he
this dude,
making
he
rap
going
video,
hard.
bro. Rap video after rap video. I'm like, hey, bro, you got the hoodie for me? Yeah. I'm gonna get you, bro.
He got the beatboxing, huh?
John beatbox difference or John lie different.
Wow, new name now, huh?
John lie different. John cap different. His capping be different, right? Because he get that plausible deniability. Like even look at this one, right? B, I haven't seen you this year, and peep this. Why? But see, look, you'll be like, oh, that makes sense, right? He hasn't seen him. But why hasn't he seen me? This cat driving to Reno. This cat
Right.
driving to Reno, driving to LA. I
I
think
seen a
he
post like, I'll be in Atlanta. Who want us to pull up? You
that's what
feel
I'm
me? Like,
saying. I think he damn near drove to Atlanta. He road trip to Atlanta, but won't pull up on his brother.
That's a
Wow.
cold move, brother. Hey, what's the
Yikes.
name of the topic? Because I don't know, John. Are we gonna have a
New
new one, or
Year,
are we the same
New
one?
Year, St. John.
Shit.
But shout out to Grizzly Bear Productions in the building. And he said, y'all double
Rawr.
teaming. No, it's like if I say 2 + 2 is 4, and then Riggs come in and say, well, that is true. Is he double teaming? I just stated a fact and he confirmed the fact. It ain't no double teaming. Shout out to Grizz. John laughing, but he can't refute.
John,
He
I
like
can only go by what I see, brother, and what I hear, brother. I ain't got no dog in the fight, brother. But I
That's what
mean,
I'm
I
saying.
do hear what he's saying.
That exactly. He's an objective one, but it's cool. I'll probably get that hoodie in 2024. But
Yeah, like when he come out with a new one, he be like, I don't really care for these ones no more. Here you go, brother. Here's that hoodie.
oh, now he want the link. Hold on, brother.
Oh snap!
now he want the link. You feel me? He don't want to speak on that hood. Hold up. He talking real spicy. He want to come up. And we ain't even really gotten to the topic. All right, we'll go ahead then. Cause he over here. Shout out to John Caps. But yeah, but while we waiting on him, we can continue to get into it. But shout out to everyone else that's in the. Yeah, John is strapped. Oh damn, he got his UFO light. Oh my god.
Oh,
he bringing the thunder. Yikes! All right, well come on, bring it up on. But Rig, so you said you had a gym membership. Where is your gym membership at?
so look, check it out, brother. So I've had this membership. I went in. A few weeks back. Me and my partner. We slid up in there. I ain't been in there in a minute, and I pulled out. I had a little like kind of keychain card, right? I pulled it out there. I was like, we don't take those anymore. You kind of just gotta kind of pull it up on your phone. And I was like, oh, I'm so mummy dust up in here, bro. I was like, hey, this goes to show the last time I've been here. And she was like, yeah, we haven't had those in a long time. I said, well, I got my buddy with me too. So, on my plan, I could bring somebody with me. She was like, well, that's also online also. So when you come in here with your phone, you go ahead and send them the link, and then they can just show us their link on their phone. You feel me? So I was just like, bruh, I'm so sorry. But she made it happen. But that's how outdated I was. You feel me? And that was from a resolution of like 3 years ago.
That's wow. But hold on. You said it was, but what gym was it? 24 hours?
Nah, Planet Fitness.
Oh, Planet Fitness. Okay, yeah, Planet Fitness is jug. I think you can get them for like $10 or $25 a month.
Yeah, I got the little
the
20 joint, so you get, you can bring the.
You can go to
it's
anyone.
the black card.
Okay.
So you can bring
VIP.
somebody with you. They give you a little T-shirt and shit.
Nah, bro, they give you like a massage room and everything.
You get all that.
Rig was VIP at the gym and didn't even go,
and didn't even take the perks, bro.
And shout out to Vaughn Eric in the building. Says blessings, all blessings to
Salute,
Vaughn Eric. And then Wally says, I knew it. I don't know what he talking about, but he probably talking about that he knew you would get the gym membership and go. And if anybody in the chat, if y'all got a gym membership, let me know where y'all go to the gym. Is it 24-hour fitness out here? We got 24-hour fitness, Planet
in
Fitness.
Shape.
It's an In Shape. It's something called Fitness 19. They have a YMCA. So does anybody
YMCA still around?
It's only in the predominantly non-black areas.
Wow.
So it says peace, love, and light to knowledge and relationships. And my homie Big Rick slaps in the entire chat family. So shout out to Chef Shupino.
All right,
in
salute,
the
Chef. Man, I
building.
appreciate you pulling up, Chef. That's love.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah, because we want to keep everybody mind and body healthy. So, you know, because I actually got some weights and I do my own workout. You know, I go around like parks and stuff and I just use nature, bro. You know how they got benches and some of the parks even have pull-up bars, etc. I used to have a membership at 24-hour fitness, but during the pandemic I just cut it off and I just like bought all of the weights and equipment to do at the house. I still do want to get another gym membership. And right now I'm weighing between UFC gym, which I forgot about that one, but that one is a little bit more pricey.
Is that like in Frisco?
They got one in Concord too. They got them kind of spread out. That's the one I will be going to, is the one in Concord.
Okay.
But the 24-hour fitness or the Planet Fitness is what I'm thinking about going with.
Yeah, that's a cheap jug and they everywhere.
Exactly. But yeah, so let's get back into the discussion. You know, it looks like, I don't know if anybody in the chat goes to the gym or not or works out, but let us know what gym y'all rocking at, what gym y'all recommend to the people. But when it comes to, so let me ask you this. Why do people think that because it's January 1st that you need to do something different than you were doing the previous 2 days, 2 months, 2 weeks, whatever?
That's a good question, brother. I was just about to say the same thing. Like, what's with this January after? Is it because it's the beginning of the year? Like, I mean, why couldn't it be June? Why couldn't it be freaking, you know, August? I mean, it's wild how that came about like that, man.
It really did, because think about this. It can be anything. It will be December 1st and people will say, I'm gonna stop smoking on January 1st. Right? And then what do they do on December 31st, right? They wait until the ball drop and it turns midnight, right?
And they put it out.
No, they keep smoking and they try to say like it's a carryover, like, oh,
Right.
since I was already smoking on December 31st, I'm gonna give myself a cushion. And then I seen some people say, oh, I'm gonna stop basically you know, a week or two into it, you know what I mean? But it's like, why are you even setting this just random date? Like, what is it based on? That's all I want to ask people. Like, what is that based on? Oh, well, it's a new year. Okay, still, why are you waiting? If you really want to change your life, why are you waiting to January 1st to change it? Like, don't you need to change it today?
Right. What about
right? You messing up on December 12th, December 20th, but you saying, as soon as I get to the 1st, I'm gonna change. Why? You know what I mean? So, and then once you get to the 1st, it's a new year, but it's still the same you.
Boots.
It's the same you. You might spend that first week going to you might spend that first week going to the gym or the first month, but are you consistent with it? So, you know. But Wallyverse says 24-hour fitness is better than Planet Fitness, but
by far
Planet Fitness is cheaper. Oh yeah, by far, definitely. Like, but see, this is the thing. It matters, what are you going for?
Right.
If you want to be noticed, if you want to maybe meet more people, but what is your purpose? If you're going there to lift weights and to change your physique and to increase your overall health, you actually don't really need a gym. You really don't. You can do all of this stuff with body weight and just random stuff at the park. I seen people go to the park and hitting the bench. They doing incline push-ups, doing dips. There's a lot of places that have pull-up bars at the parks. You can do all sorts of body squats, lunges. You can bring weights, put it in your trunk. You don't even need heavy weights, 20, 30 pounds, After you're done with the workout, they're going to feel like 100-pound weights. So you really don't need a gym membership. You just really need the mentality that I'm going to do it. I do think gym memberships are very useful and they do serve a purpose. So, to motivate you. Also, if you're trying to be around like minds, it's better to be around a gym culture of people versus a bunch of lazy people saying, man, you working out again? Versus somebody else is saying, damn, bro, you haven't worked out in a minute. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro, we got to do something, some push-ups or something. And Knowledge and Relation says, what happened to John? I thought he was going to come up and give y'all a peace of mind. I'm waiting on him to come up, just like I'm waiting on him to press the hoodie. But guess I might as well grab a Snickers because I will be waiting for a while. That's very apparent. But Chef Shapino is saying, my G. And looks like we got none other than Stan the Man.
What's up with it, Stan?
Shout out to Stan Joseph. And he says, good evening. He says, Planet Fitness is better than 24-hour fitness. They're always cleaning. Wow. Big Rig, is that why you chose Planet Fitness? Because you was getting free pizza?
Woo-hoo! Hey, let me tell you something, though, brother. I'm glad he brought that up, right? So the first time I went up in there, man, I was like, what part of the game is this? They had like a big bowl of Tootsie Rolls up there, and I think they had like some type of like the Tootsie Pop lollipops. I was just like, wow, so what, you work out and snack on some Tootsie Rolls, like go ahead and put some calories back in afterwards? It was just their whole approach is just is different, bro. I didn't know about the pizza thing, but I wouldn't put it past them, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I never even known about that pizza thing. Stan on game. He said they got free bagels. Oh, and then Mr. Knowledge M3 said this Thursday I'm gonna get my workout on. So I'm actually have started a fitness group. So if anybody is interested, let me know. We'll be doing, at the very least, we want to do at least, depending on where everyone is in the area, we want to try to do for like a monthly like group workout, where regardless of your fitness level, we come there. Some people may have a different goal, to build strength or to lose weight or something, but we all gonna come together, help each other out. And then also in the group, we can exchange different tips, diet plans, exercise do and don't work for you. So yeah, if anyone is interested, then definitely hit me up on the gram. Leave your info in the comments or something and we'll get to it. But we're gonna get straight to the comments, and then we will be joined by a surprise guest. So free bagels. And then he says, well, Planet Fitness is, and most are 24 hours too. Yeah, the ones that out here, the Planet Fitness out here are 24 hours. He says 24-hour fitness has indoor basketball court. Wally, why would that matter to you? You can't ball. Wally, don't act like you got no game on the court. Was Wally saying he got game? Wally, another Jesus, what is his name? Jesus Shuttlesworth or something like that. Wally, what if you play basketball, what's your position, Wally? I would say you look like more of a power forward. Yeah, you feel me? Because he looked like James Worthy, Wally Worthy. So Planet Fitness, get the black car, you get a massage chair and table. Yeah, that sounds like a deal. You go to Planet Fitness, you get a massage chair, table, you can bring your boy, and you get pizza, bagels. That's a pretty sweet. That's a pretty sweet deal. And he says, "Who cares, Wally? I suck at basketball anyway." I like M3. He at least admitting he play games, but he don't play basketball. So shout out to M3. He says there's basketball courts at the playground, and he says I'm 5'11", so at point guard, okay.
I'm 5'11" too.
And then he says, M3, that's your problem. I'm going up there with them 2 points, getting fouled, and lace it up with 3-pointers. Okay. Wally plays smart basketball, right? You got to play smarter, not harder.
Who was trying to come in, man? They had some bad connection.
I brought up John.
John, you got to get your connection right, brother.
John on the hey John, drop your GoFundMe. Drop your GoFundMe in the chat so we can get you the Wi-Fi.
If you was a little closer, I would go ahead and tether you, bruh. You know what I mean? I got that good tethering, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Big Rig would have hit you with the hot spot. You feel me? But I could spare some hot spot for you, you know. But yeah, this new year, same cellular service, bro. You got to get off that cricket. Get off that cricket, bro. Come on, John. John shot different.
There we go. Y'all
There
finally
you
let
go.
me come up.
No, your internet let you come up.
You was glitching.
Yo.
You was, where the
my
light at?
connection bad?
Nah, not no more.
I got the light on. What you mean? I got the light on me right now. What you mean?
Okay.
The light is here.
There we go. It wasn't. It now. It didn't have the right shimmer. You feel me? Now you shimmering. You feel me?
Yo, what's going on, man?
Man was good with you, bro. And Stan Joseph saying, "What's wrong with cricket?" We know you got the track phone.
What you say? Stan got cricket. Stan, you got a Bluetooth too? You got Bluetooth you put in your ear?
No, we were.
What?
We were
y'all
just
was going
talking
in on
back.
me too hard, man. I had to come on here. Nah, man, y'all was doing rigs, trying to do that little fake, throw a rock, hide his hands. You know what I'm saying? Act like he's trying to break the fight up, let somebody steal on you 2 times, then grab you again. Like that's what he was. Rigs, that's what you was doing.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
That's what you was doing, Riggs. You trying to break the fight up, then you let him beat.
I was trying to wonder why the fight was going on when it shouldn't even be happening, brother. Because I heard when he asked for everything he asked for. I can only go by what I hear and see, brother.
Listen, man.
It's all in real time, brother. It's all in show.
Real time with receipts. That's all we say.
You can't argue it.
Exactly. Come on, John.
Man,
don't do that. Don't do that.
We got to do a show about accountability? I'm
trying to
saying.
can y'all hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, so it's my connection in because I only got 2 bars over here where I'm at. I'm not hooked to no Wi-Fi right now, so I'm off this Sprint/T-Mobile service right now. I don't know what's out here. I guess when y'all talking at the same time, it sounds like it's getting robotic, but when it's just one of y'all, I think it's clear.
Okay. Well, man, just speak on the topic real quick then. New Year, same you. Let me just set this question up for you. Do you think that is a priority for you to change your mentality or whatever you're doing in life on January 1st once the new year strikes, or are you already just on a campaign to just get better each day, or do you take it year by year? How is that your approach? I mean, what is your approach to
My
the new year?
man, my approach to it is every day is a new year, bro. It don't make no sense to wait a whole 365 days and then you talking about you gonna stop. Cause you gotta think, right? It takes 21 days, they say, allegedly, to create a habit, right? So if it takes 21 days in order to build a habit, you know it's going to take similar time frame in order to break them. So it's like, why even set yourself up and just, yeah, man, I'm gonna roll down this mountain, but then, before I hit the cliff, I'm gonna make sure I stop, and then I'm gonna, like, what you gotta do is you gotta just, it's a day-to-day mission. We don't know how long it's gonna be here, so all praises to the Most High. We here as long as we want to be, or as long as He wants us to be. But it's like, you got to live day by day. You can't try to with New Year's resolution. That's just like trying to fit in with the cool with the trends, bro. The New Year resolution, the New Year's come around, you hear all these people talking about, oh man, this year, I'm finna stop drinking, I'm finna stop, procrastinating, I'm about to really go hard and chase my dream, bro. If you serious about doing whatever it is you say you want to do, you finna start right there when you saying it. If you serious about it, you can't let somebody else's time frame and calendar decide, the time frame on your life when you gonna step up and do something. You should be able to do that yourself, just as an adult. um and that's just my take on it, bro. Like, it's real. You see all the memes and all the people on social media. New year, new me. Oh, in 2023, I'm cutting these people off and da-da-da. Like, bro, so much happened in 24 hours. You might not make it to 2023 or even the next minute. You know what I'm saying? Even allowing some toxic shit to, be a part of your situation, and thinking that you got a time frame on it to where you can let it just simmer and, stimulate it, and then, but you gonna cut it off when you get to here. Like, we talk a lot like we have more control than we actually do. I mean, we have control over what we're gonna do. That's what we got the most control over. But as far as like other people and worldly situations, we really
That's
don't.
the
So
only thing
all
you
that New
got
Year
control
resolution,
over, to keep it a bug.
you feel me? Like, bro, I'll be listening. I like to hear people try to like talk about they want to change, because we all need to change for the better. You know what I mean? There's always more things that we can improve on. But stop the cap, man. New Year's, new me. It's like the more this shit goes on, it's like, come on, bro. Are we maturing or are we decreasing in our intelligence, bro? Because so a lot of people too old to be playing these games, bro. Like, they don't understand. We done seen too many people die, too many people leave this planet to keep. We still blessed to be here, still got the opportunity to, make some changes, in the universe. And you want to wait, until the first of, January, or never worry, in order to do something when you can do something now. It's like, people eliminate themselves, bro. If you serious about something, you gonna do it. It shouldn't be no time stamp, no time frame, and when you gonna do it based off of when the Mayan calendar or whatever this system is that we, living off of. Like, come on now. Like I say, man, it's time to stop the cap. 2023, stop the cap. We should have stopped it in 2022, but it's just, it is what it is. But what's in the past, the past. But we can change tomorrow, bro. Let's stop the cap. Whatever we need to do, let's do it. Let's stop bullshitting. Take life more serious. That's my take on it.
Yeah, that's real. And not only that, because most people that are trying to see change, they want to see it is so they don't want to see the change happen in years, but they're not doing anything today to see the change, right? So let's say it can be anything. It can be reparations, it can be voting rights, police reform. You can pick any issue, right? When someone says they want to see something change, they don't mean in like 5 years, 20 years, right? They want to see it done in reasonable time, right? You want to see something done while you're still alive, to at least witness it, reap the benefits of it. So when people are saying, hey, I want to see change, but you're not doing anything to usher in that change. And what you gonna do? Wait for 2 months? Wait till it's the perfect timing? Wait until January 1st again? It's not, bro, I might not make it to January 1st. You know, again, so like, what exactly are you waiting for? You know, and if there's something that you can do today, you shouldn't be leaving it until tomorrow. Now, that is easier said than done. That's why there's something called the 1 to 2 minute rule. And some people say the 10-minute rule. If it's something that you can do and finish within 10 minutes, you should do it today, right? If it only takes you 10 minutes to make your bed, then you should be doing that today. If it only takes you 10 minutes to take the trash out, you should be doing that today. Because if you wait until tomorrow, now that 10-minute rule, you just added hours and hours to your day. And now you saying, I don't have the time to do this. Well, you did have the time. It's just you mismanaged the time that you had. So it wasn't a matter that you didn't have the time. You just kind of fumbled the bag. You feel me? Dropped the ball with the time that you had. So we have more of a refocus, you know, of what exactly we're trying to do. You know what I mean? What are we trying to accomplish? Rather than sticking on to, you know, cliche sayings, new year, new me. No, it's still you with the same toxicity, bad habits, or it could be the same you with the same positivity, you know what I mean, and tranquility. Either way, you know, basically you are what you gravitate towards. So if it's some lazy people that no, I don't want to work out today, or I don't want to come up with any ideas, and you know, I don't want to go hunt for fish or do something. If you're around those people all day, that's what you're going to become. You know what I mean? So you are going to change. It's just going to be, you know, you're going to be changing in order to regress versus progress. So, you know, we got to do better in that regard. But what you got to say, Big Red?
No, I dig what both of y'all are saying, man. It's just again, you know, we just got to know that whether it's a January thing or whatever type thing, don't try to put yourself through something that you maybe can't accomplish, because then it's just gonna, like you said, you're gonna get let down, and then you're just gonna have a whole different attitude about it. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people go through that. I know I've been through that a few times, numerous times. Like, and when somebody says it, like how you said, you know, you could have been doing, you know, everything that you were supposed to be doing, but you kind of weren't getting the results you wanted. So now you're like, F it, and I'm gonna go ahead and smoke these cigarettes, or I'm gonna go ahead and eat these donuts, or whatever it is that was the vice or whatever. And now it's like you're just back at square one again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a mental and all kind of things, man. You know, that's why I kind of just wanted to, you know, put that out there. You know, it's just, don't put something on your plate that you can't really handle, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all right to, you know, make baby steps or whatever. Those can lead into, you know, bigger steps, man.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. And okay, so it's the new year and it's the same you. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because if you own your purpose, you are successful and you are living a very productive and fruitful life, then yeah, you may want to continue being the same you, because correct, that's what's got you to this level of success. But if you're dissatisfied, now we need to start thinking about other ways to change so that we can improve our lives, you know what I mean, and not necessarily, you know, succumb to the toxic elements and you know, maybe the basically the lack of opportunities to succeed for some people. It's easy to fall into that or believe that you don't have that opportunity. And like Stan Joseph says, if folks don't journal and track their goals in the past, how are they going to change now? And it is true. It's something that's simplistic as writing a list. I tell people this too. It's always good to actually write something down, because that's one thing that we take for granted, the ability to be able to use your hands and your feet and write. And you think, though, that's just super simple until you are around people that don't even have hands. You know what I mean? And I've been around those people. You know what? That they're still finding ways to brush their teeth with their feet and do all sorts of stuff. I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? I don't even know if I would want to be here if I didn't have any hands and feet and stuff. And I'm seeing people that don't have that, and they are still finding a way to overcome. And people have smartphones, and a lot of people say, hey, I take notations in my phone. Okay, so you writing raps in your phone, you making notations, meaningless notations, but you're not journaling anything that you're doing that is trying to progress, that is trying to progress you forward. So let's say you were doing 100 push-ups a week. It would make sense to journal that, because in 2 weeks or 3 weeks from now, you will be able to do 200 push-ups. But if you don't track it, how will you know exactly, if you're progressing, if you're gaining strength, losing strength? So if you're trying to change, you got to write things down. You got to have a plan of action. Because if you don't got a plan to act, then, you're just going to be stagnant. Nothing is going to happen. No change is going to come of whatever you're talking about. Because like I said, with the fitness group, I'm talking about it. I'm putting it into work. If people want to show up, if they want to participate, but the ball is in your court. I'm telling you, hey, you can come to this court and play, or you can come to this gym and lift, or, we can exchange, workouts. If I got some extra equipment, that I'm giving away, selling, or whatever, you can hit me up. But it's ultimately up to all, people that say they want to change, or be a part of something to, really like reach out. So, and it's not just with the fitness. I'm doing some things with tutoring. I'm also doing kind of some community outreach and stuff, so stay tuned for that. But the people that say they want to change, we'll see,
Right. Y'all hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, yeah, I had to switch my location. I'm not able to cam up, but I got the audio straight, so we good.
Okay.
Okay, looks like we got 84 up in here. Is that 84?
You know what I mean? You know what it is, man. It's Divine Sword. You know what I'm saying? What's going on?
What's up with you, man? The new year, same you, huh? Or new year, new you. Speak on it.
I mean, I think that when you start a new year, to me, that mindset, I don't even feed into it, because at the end of the day, either you are doing what you got to do to progress your life, or you're not. It's just really that simple. You know what I mean? Either you're going to do it or you're not. You know what I mean? So that's really what it's about, man. I don't feed into that new me, new year, none of that stuff, man. Either you're going to be about it or you're not going to be about it. You know what I'm saying? It's just really that simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really, really that simple, man. It's really that simple. And a lot of times people, they procrastinate, they invest in the wrong things. They invest in negativity and BS, and they don't invest in progression. So, of course, they're gonna get the results they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? When I first started doing my workouts around a year and a half ago, the first 6 months was hell. Super hell. It was hard. Harder than shit. You know what I'm saying? Probably one of the hardest things physically I ever did in my life. Once I got through them 6 months, in that 7, 8 months, within that year, shit, body changed, mindset changed, everything changed because I was putting in that work. And that's what it takes. It's gonna be a process, but everybody wants it to be microwaved, and this ain't no microwave type shit when you're trying to deal with real things in life. You gotta really go through it. Salute to M3, I see you, man. Salute to Stan, I see you. Yeah, I'm gonna let Lady Sheree rock out, but yeah, that's what I got for now.
Real
No,
talk.
you're absolutely correct. Like, you can't expect your body to go from 0 to perfect within 3 months. That never happens. However, it does take 3 weeks to make a habit. It takes 3 months to break it. And I like your idea of how you're doing things.
So Sheree, is it for how do you
it's Sheree. Hi.
Hey, what's up? So let me ask you this. How do you what do you think about the saying new year, new me? Do you believe in that type of ideology, or is it a new year and the same version of yourself?
Well, again, this is why I tried to be in your conversation earlier, which, by the way, knowledge and relationship. I like the questions that you're asking, and I do like most of the people that you have on your panels. I don't always watch everything, but I do watch something. Some of them make correct. Other times I'm like, I would love to kick that stupid bitch in his ass. Whatever. They're just being stupid. But outside of that, on the conversation of today, you make a New Year's resolution? No. Because what you're going to do in October is what you should do in January.
So you don't believe in New Year's resolutions?
Nope, not really. If you're going to do it, just do it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Straight up.
I think everyone is in agreement with that because, yeah, like you said, so say for instance, you said, okay, your body is not gonna go from perfect in 3 months, 4 months, or even 6 months. So if you are over here in November and saying, hey, I'm gonna start my diet plan on January 1st. Why don't you start it today, so by the time January 1st comes, you only have a month or so. That's not even a big deal when you go through what Mr. Best was saying. It's gonna seem like you're literally in hell because you are going against comfort. Discipline seems like poison, when you're trying to replace disciplined actions with comfortable actions.
And at the same point in time, I do agree with the poison idea, because isn't that what Valentine's Day is? Like,
elaborate on that.
I do not want anything on Valentine's Day. I want things that are like, I don't want shit on my birthday. I want, like, if I get like flowers, I want it just because. Not because you're sorry and not because it's my birthday. I want flowers just because you want to give me flowers, not because it's my birthday and not because, no, that's bullshit.
I feel the same way.
Hold on, Sheree. Let me dig into that a little bit deeper. So you saying on Valentine's Day, you don't expect anything?
Nope. In fact, what I expect is my dishes.
Anything.
I expect my dishes to be done.
That's an expectation, though.
Do my dishes.
But that's still an expectation.
Oh, but no. That's just whatever. But I do my dishes all the time.
So then there would be no dishes to do then. Right?
Exactly. So there's really no big deal. But if there are dishes to do and you want to do something for me, please clean up my house because it makes me feel better.
Okay, so is there any any holiday that you would expect something, whether it's Valentine's Day, Christmas, birthday, because you already said no birthday, no Valentine's Day. Is there any holiday that you would expect?
No, I got you. It's the day after Christmas when I can spend $100 buying Christmas shit.
Okay, so don't get you nothing on your birthday. Get you something the day after.
Yeah, I'm totally a day after cheap bitch.
Okay, I respect that, right?
Totally a cheap bitch.
Not on December 25th, December 26th come with the gift.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, give me your $100 on the 26th because I can spend it.
Okay. Hey, John, you wanted to get in there?
I got a question.
Nah. Go ahead.
Yes, he Levy.
If I may ask, so Lady Sheree, the things that you're asking from your man, what are you willing to do yourself as well for your man, or the things that you're actually willing to do in a relationship?
I try not to ask as much from him as I'm not willing to do, but I'm not willing to do that much, so that's kind of like a catch-22. I'm a little bit of a bitch on that aspect. At the same point in time, I have no problems going, hey, what would you like me for to do? Do you want me to do the dishes? Do you want me to, like, do your laundry? What do you need from me today? Like, I have no problem saying, what do you need from me today?
So if a man expectations for you is to just basically cook, I say all he wants you to do is cook.
Oh, I'm not a very good cook. My cooking skill is a 2.3.
Whoa.
It's bad. I can make hamburger helpers,
ramen,
cheeseburgers. Sometimes they have spices in them. It's a 2.3.
You make potato salad with raisins?
Dude, I don't even make potato salad because I don't like it.
What's with the raisins in there? I ain't never heard. I don't know what I would do if I seen something like that, bro. Potato salad with raisins in it?
Yeah, where you been at, Big Rig? That's been a thing, bro.
I'm lost. I'm very lost. And maybe some people in the comments are lost too. How can you ask for men to do all these things and you're not willing to really do anything much? That just doesn't make any sense. That's not a relationship. That's more of you just taking advantage of a man and he's like a simp or a beta or really like a bitch. And you're just taking advantage of him.
Duh.
She a dominant. She an alpha. Red pill.
Here we go.
Got that. Understood it.
Alpha
Totally
female.
Okay.
At least she's honest, right?
Like, you can't always be that much of a bitch without giving
toxic femininity
either. Like, that's just a dumbass thing to do. Sorry.
So wait. Are you single right now?
Nope. Haven't been for the last 13 years.
Okay. And what does your man expect of you? Does he ask anything of you or doesn't ask anything at all?
Wait, I didn't understand that. Resay.
Your man currently, what does he ask of you, if anything at all?
Oh, to be a 1950s housewife? But I say, oh, fuck you, I like my naps. So
and
it's
that
kind of in the middle of and again, at the same point, I totally understand, because he's the one who's making the money, I'm the one at home. Totally get it. Sometimes I'm allowed to be this drinky. Sometimes he's not. Wait, I didn't say that correctly.
So basically, yeah, dude is sounding beta, you know what I mean? But I mean, I'm sure he's a good guy, you know, because you said you've been with him for 13 years?
Yeah.
So at this point, I can't even blame, like you said, you are a bitch, right? Like, that's your words. So since you are a bitch, then I know that he knows that you are a bitch and he's okay with it. So I can't really fault, you being a bitch, and he knows about it and is accepting it for over a decade. At that point, it's not about, you know, you being a bitch or not. It's about his acceptance of it. What you permit, you promote. And he's definitely, you know, promoting and actually kind of advocating for you to stay like this. But you are contradicting yourself by saying a 1950s housewife, and everything you described has nothing to do with the 1950s housewife. And I'm even pull up a graphic just to say, in the 1950s, cooking was a major thing. You can't even, that's like, can you even make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Well,
I'm serious.
Go ahead.
I guess not. No, I was saying, can you make like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, top ramen? Do you know how to pop a Pop-Tart?
It's like, if he asked me to make him a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I'd be like, yes, because I like you that much. And it's not
hold on. Do you only like
I don't
him?
like you
Or
that
do you
much.
love him?
I want to do that for you.
No, she said what she said. She said what she said, B-Eazy. She said what she said. Hold on. This is the craziest shit I ever heard. Hold on, this
is wild.
And this is why guys are becoming passport brothers and all types of other shit. Because this is the shit that we have to hear and put up with while we're hearing people, and we're not dealing with that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, nice my ass, okay? Nice guys finish last. You gotta make women know you ain't putting up with none of this bullshit that she's talking about right now. Salute the lady Sheree. I ain't got nothing against her. And to each his own, and you know, it's working out for her and her man. And there's no disrespect towards them. But I can't do that. As a man, you have to go to culinary school. You have to go do something. There ain't no way in hell. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to go down south and learn from Big Mama, something. But your ass gonna be cooking for me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I get down. I don't know about any other man or what any other man do it, but I'm a man's man. I don't want to know any other way. My grandfather was the same way. My dad's the same way. My uncle's the same way. We just don't tolerate that shit. Because it's the same way, we don't tolerate that bullshit. But whoever wants to, that's cool. You know what I mean? Salute to y'all. I know there's a lot of new age way of dating and getting together and being in relationships and shit. And I salute all y'all, but I ain't putting up with that shit. I'm just letting it be known now. I'm just not.
My friend, I have a question. You said I'm a man's man. What is a man's man?
The way you know what a 50s traditional housewife is, you know what a man's man is. Why do y'all ask these questions and y'all know the answer to them? You know what a man's man is, Lady Sheree. Come on. Let's not be this
and touch myself.
You know what a man's man is. You know. If you know what a 50s housewife is, you know what a man's man is. You know that.
Why'd you get so mad?
You know what it is. You're asking me a question that you know the answer to. There's no way you cannot know what a man's man is if you know.
Why can't you just be the other side of that question? Why did you have to get so mad?
No, I'm not getting snappy at you. You're asking me a question that you know the answer to. Man,
you're snappy now. Rather than just going through it.
Question is not disrespectful. He's gonna make sure that he's leading.
Is this the new 84? Is this the new you?
Nah, this is just what it is.
Oh, okay.
Okay, they're gonna tell. Yeah.
That's all. It's like, hey, new year, new 84.
Because she's like, why are you getting so mad? He's like, hey, you know, hey, okay.
Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. Listen, here's my thing.
He's passionate, Sheree. He's definitely not angry.
I'm not angry. A man's man, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm taking it that way.
Is someone who basically, you know what I'm saying, is gonna lead. You know what I mean? He's gonna make sure order and basically is in his home. Hold on, let me finish. You know what I mean? He's gonna make sure that his woman is aligned with the purpose of that household. You know what I mean? The purpose that he set, the things that he said, the rules and guidelines that he set for that woman and for kids, if they have kids, everybody's gonna fall in line with that. And there's gonna be no question. And he's gonna make sure that his
my
woman,
kids fell in line, and nowadays
he's gonna make sure his woman, his kids, and his family is protected, that they're taken care of, and that they're healthy. You know what I mean? And they're gonna be under his leadership. There will be no question to what this man is doing, what he's providing, and what he's trying to bring to the table. It will be clear and evident. So that's what a man's man is.
Definitely, I can agree with, like, he is my provider. Some things I do not question on. Other things I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Why? Because this doesn't work well for the house. He makes decisions that get sometimes I'm like, nope. But other times I'm like, nope. I have to shut up because he's making better decisions.
So how often do you think he's making those better decisions? 10% of the time, 50% of the time, 90% of the time?
At the time, I only get 30% of play.
Only 30%?
I only get 30% of play. He gets 70% of making the decisions because he's better with numbers, number one.
Why shouldn't he get 80 or 90% then if he's better with the numbers?
No, but I still get my 30% of play. So when I like have enough money to save up for Disneyland, I still get my 30% of play.
So hold on. You getting the 30% off the simple fact that you got a vagina, right? No. That's the only reason why you getting 30%. What did you even do to get the 30%?
Dare you? Even the vagina.
What could you explain? What other reason? You said he was better. You said he was better with money. You said he was better with money than you. He's better with money than you. He's providing.
Hold on, Sheree. You gotta mute up while he talks. We can't hear you.
Yeah.
You gotta mute up.
I'm gonna go ahead and mute you, and then I'm gonna let you talk. These are your words. You said that you were a bitch. I didn't call you a bitch. You said that you were a bitch. You said that he was better with money. You said that he was a provider. He's providing for you, dealing with you being a bitch, and then you're saying you're entitled to 30% of the finances when you clearly said that he makes better decisions most of the time. All right, go ahead, Sheree. What you gotta say?
That's why I said I only have 30%. Because sometimes he does go, okay, you have a better idea about something than what I do.
Like what?
Again, I'm not the majority of the shareholder here. I only have about 25 to 35%, 25 to 30%. 30% is pretty much where I have it. Do I have it all? No. Do I have some? Yes.
It sounds like that's too much right there.
No, but here's the whole deal. What are you going to do with it? Better. Like, I do laundry, I do the dishes, and at the same point in time, I still have to be able to keep, like, Medicaid, Medicare, whatever that whole free thing is, and still find a job that allows me to keep that. So, off and on, I've worked a lot of weird jobs, from waitressing all the way up to watching people die. That is the most horrible job thing you can ever have.
Where are you from?
Fair?
Where are you from?
What state are you from, Sheree?
Wyoming, but it's close enough to Colorado that you can probably get to Colorado.
Wyoming.
Are you somewhere in
Pretty
between?
much Wyoming.
Oh, okay.
You're only allowed what you're allowed.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
I got it.
not really a big opportunity to have a lot of things here.
I totally understand that. So that's actually that's even further cementing my point. It's not a lot of opportunity, and you got a man that's providing for you in a zone, area, section that's kind of devoid of opportunity. So sounds like you know, I'm not trying. I don't want to dig into your personal business, so I'm just trying to say on the surface, but it sounds like you're coming off as a bit ungrateful, you know, to what this man is actually doing in Wyoming. Like, I mean, who even wants to even live in Wyoming? You know what I mean? And he's been there 13 years with you being a bitch to him. This dude really does love you.
You're all right to call me a bitch. I'm totally cool with that. And
I'm
at the
calling
same
you
point,
a bitch.
He didn't
calling
call
you the title that you said for yourself.
drive like 2.5. In order for me to get with my oldest, I have to drive 3.5 hours to meet up with my oldest. Or my oldest has to come and drive 3.5 hours up here so she can spend a weekend. My oldest is 23 years old. It's a lot for her to handle, so she's been doing it less and less. And it's a skeptic point of view when you live in this place, because there's not a lot to do.
Nah, it's in Wyoming, and honestly, that's, you know, that sounds like a horror movie, to be honest. Living in Wyoming, that sounds like worse than Hellraiser or something like that. So I'll give you props for maintaining living in Wyoming. I definitely couldn't do it. So, you know, I will give the benefit of the doubt and skepticism, because I don't want to go to Wyoming. There would be nothing there for me to ever go. But I mean, you kept the dude around for 13 years, so you know, you must be doing something right. So but
Mr. Hubby is totally worth it. Mr. Hubby has been worth it.
Okay, so we've established that he is worth it. Do you believe that you're worth it?
No. That's a good question. Do I believe that I'm worth his time? At this point in time, I have to say no. I am not worth his time at this point.
So he should leave you?
That's not what I'm saying. You just jumped to conclusions.
I'm asking you. I didn't jump to any conclusion. I asked you a direct question.
He's going to leave you? No.
I never said he's going to leave you. I said, should he leave you?
That means I need to go get a freaking job that I feel comfortable enough and not lose my Medicaid, Medicare, whatever the fuck it's called. Because as of right now, my insurance, by me not working, my insurance is paying for everything. By me not working.
So you think if you get a job, that will strengthen your relationship?
No, that will shrink in my health insurance, and I'm not willing to necessarily do that.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
Because my health insurance right now has covered all three of us.
Well, like I said, honestly, you're in Wyoming, so that place doesn't have a lot of opportunities and infrastructure, and y'all been together 13 years, so it sounds like it is a situation that's beneficial for all. You know, it sounds like a nightmare for him, but it's probably the best that he can get, you know, just like this probably the best situation you can get currently. You know, maybe next year, you know, will be better times, but when it comes to the health stuff, I definitely wouldn't advise you, because, you know, you're seeing people drop left and right, you know, for various reasons, you know, but the health is important. So it's been 13 years, you know, it's working for you. So I would say, you know, maybe just show a little bit more gratitude, and I think things will only get better for you. But that's just my
I totally agree with that. Like, when you're down in the dumps, show gratitude to somebody who has helped you out. Whether it's this person, whatever. Anybody who extends a hand to help you up should be known. Whether it's in passing or whether it's in, like, okay, so, small thing. We had a thing this year of doing passing back and forth, what is it? Recipes for food. You give a recipe, they take recipes, that type of deal. I thought it was such a great idea. I probably got about 7 out of the 17 that I was supposed to get. I sent out 17. I hope they got to everybody. At the end of the day, one thing you do not want to be is somebody who's a bitch ass. You can be a bitch ass without being a bitch ass. Oh, titties. It is translate that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, my friends.
You're so sorry about what?
Oh, because they're a little junky, and I have a lot of thoughts.
Oh, what you over there sipping on?
Thank you, knowledge in relationships, because
Sure-ray or slur-ray?
is totally valid. And I like the conversations. It's just very rarely I get to be involved.
Maybe it's because you always drunk.
Well, no, because my house is always busy.
Oh, that's right. Well, you know, as long as you able to, you know, stay on topic and be respectful, what you have been tonight, then, you know, you could always come up on Eazily Rig. You have gave us a lot of insight tonight, you know, and I think maybe, you know, this discussion, you know, will inspire you to continue to be the same you or to be a better version of yourself, Sheree. And I think that's all we could strive for, any of us, each and every day. But if you want to stay the same, it's been working for you for 13 years and counting, so, you know.
Okay, can I say something that maybe, I don't think it's semi-rude. I don't even think it's rude at all. But I just want to pull things off of, like, old conversations. I've seen those old conversations before, and those bitches run right the fuck over you. I'm sorry, I've seen them, but and again, when I watch her deal, and there's like 3 chicks, and they're all yelling at each other, and nobody has anything else, and I'm like, I'm out of here. I don't necessarily like that. Like, again, knowledge in relationships is very good moderator, very good on topic type of deal, but I don't like when your topic gets overrun by all these other stupid bitches. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. I don't know which, that definitely hasn't been on any show that I've done, so I don't know which specific show. But if you, you know, if you gonna say that, you need to see, we like to deal with accuracy and receipts. So those shows, you need to either timestamp, you need to comment on them, what you don't like, and you need to deal with them in real time. Because this ain't the show to deal with that.
Well, they just seem to by the way, they're just doing exactly what I just did. They seem to overtalk you.
Exactly. So maybe you inspired them to do that.
And I didn't like it.
You didn't like it, but yes, you're doing the same thing.
I know. I'm a real bitch that way. It's okay. You can call Trey a bitch that way. It's okay.
Well, thank you. I didn't need your permission to call you that, but thank you. So now Now, if I do it, I will do it with your grace. So thank you so much, Sheree. But
Yes,
you know what?
call Sheree a bitch.
Um, but yeah, John said it's turning into a new episode. But yeah, so hold on, let me bring John back into the fold, and then we gonna kind of push on to and M3 came up at a great time because I actually was about to move on to another discussion because the topic is still New Year, same you. And M3, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Go ahead and cook, man. I got a series of questions, but you the master, show enough. So go ahead and cook.
All right. So before I cook, right? Are we still like on to like the New Year's resolutions topic, or do you want me kind of to like address like this one?
Both.
Whatever you want to do.
What's that?
You be you.
All right, of course.
Okay, rock out M3.
Look. Okay, let me get the New Year's resolution out the way, and then I'll get to this part. One, the New Year's resolution stuff, right? I don't really go by it because, I mean, we talk about big dreams, big goals, or whatever, but let's be honest, we don't really stick to it anyway. It's like new goals, but same you. You know what I mean? So
fair.
The way how I do it, just to kind of like nullify like, false expectations, is basically just live your life knowing what you did that you didn't do before, and then just restart and try again. All these like goofy resolutions, man, it's just a distraction for nothing. All right. So now, since I got that part out the way, right? Okay. Now, as far as like with the unruly women, right, that do come up there and pop their gums and all that, because I think that's where you're coming from, Sheree. Let me just say this, right? I always tell women this, okay? Like anytime, right, when you see something, like you have two options. You could fall back, right? And vent out to yourself, or you could actually be the one to make the change. But here's the thing, right? This is the problem with a lot of you women, right? And I say this, and the reason why I say a lot of you women, right? Because you're not the only one. Anytime any woman has something to complain about, and I give them the solutions. I'm like, the solution is you need to come up. You need to be the one. Hold on.
We just want to be very.
Wait, hold on. I don't want to mute you. I'm still talking. The thing is, right? I tell these women all the time, like, y'all need to step up to the plate and hold these women accountable. Y'all need to be the ones to tell them, like, look, bitch, right? You're being rude. You're being unruly. You know what I mean? And you need to like, fall back and chill and let the people speak. Like I said, the lackluster part is women are too afraid to speak up to another woman, or there's like some type of G code, okay? And G code basically is short for girl code, where it's like that they're wrong, but nobody want to say nothing. So now you have men like me that has to put them in a place, and of course, I don't mind taking the heat because, like, I'm the anti-hero on the platform anyway. So a lot of them's gonna be mad because we're gonna be the ones that's gonna be telling the truth. See, the thing is, people can't handle the truth when we be talking to them like that. When we try to talk to them soft, we be like, "Oh, sweetie, please, don't overtalk me." We don't get hurt like that. But when we play at their own fair game, they can't really handle it. So the thing is, going back to you, right? If anytime you see a problem, like B-Eazy said, like you gotta timestamp certain stuff, right? So then we could kind of see, okay, what's going on. But then also, you don't be afraid to be the ones to be the outcast. Don't be afraid to be the one that be like, look, man, you know, like, I'm sick of you bitches. You know, y'all talking way too much. Y'all talking about a bunch of garbage. If you come out like that, hey, you know, I can respect that. You can go ahead and talk now.
Go ahead, Sheree. Put the bottle down.
She's still muted.
She muted herself. I unmuted her. Okay, well, it's all good. She over there taking another shot. Take a shot for me, Fleury. But go ahead, John. Rock out.
Yeah, man. Man, we didn't came so far.
Yeah, just say your piece, and then I'm gonna go back to M3 because I had a round of questions, but like you said, just go to M3. Go to
M3, man, because I'm gonna make it go farther. You know, I'm not even trying to go down the rabbit hole, man, because I got a lot to say about a lot. But you know, we're gonna stay on topic though. Go ahead and talk to M3 right quick, and I'm gonna chime in.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because you know, I can't say it's taken a turn for the worse, but it has taken a turn for the weird. So you know, but you know, I like the weird stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's cool.
You know, so M3, keeping it on the topic though, when it says the new year saying you are right, because people make all these resolutions and they still do the same stuff.
Let me just say this one thing.
Yeah.
So, Lady Sheree, listen. Look, don't call nobody a bitch on here. That'll be the easiest way to get your ass blocked or banned. All right? Because you know that right now. You can do that if you want. But we'll block your ass. All right? I'm just letting you know that right now. You don't gotta be disrespectful. You can say how you feel. We want you to say how you feel. We encourage that. If you call somebody out their name, you will get blocked or banned. Let you know that.
Yeah, so you heard the it wasn't a threat, it was just a simple warning. We don't need to either further address that, Sheree. And we actually welcome the disagreement, but I think you know, as adults, you know, male, female, men and women, we do need to be able, this is myself included, we do need to be able to disagree vehemently without calling names, right? Because number
one, I totally agree with that.
What was that?
I totally agree with that. Like, we should be able to have disagreements without being able to call each other names. Because you should be able to have a disagreement without saying, hey, whitey, hey, blackie, hey, red hair, hey, blonde, whatever. You don't need to call out all that other stupid bullshit just to have a disagreement.
I get what you're saying. She's pretty much just repeating what Mr. Best is saying.
Yeah.
Correct. So we're in full agreement. So now going forward, when we disagree with people, I say attack the idea, not the individual. Attack the point, not the person. So if I disagree with something that M3, John, whoever says, I focus on the point. I'm not going to say a personal attack about this person, because now that opens the door for them to attack you, and now it becomes in a match where it's basically a name calling, insult war, and we don't even get to any substance of the disagreement. So it's just also a juvenile, rudimentary form of intellect, you know what I mean? So I think the people that subscribe to this channel and that come up on these panels are much more intellectually mature to kind of just devolve into name calling and stuff. But M3, you still there, bro?
Yep, I'm still there.
Okay, so I one of the points that Big Rig was talking about, and shout out E the Man. What's up with you, bro?
Shout out to E, man.
And it's, when we speaking of the new year saying you, one of the easiest examples to point to is the gym. Now, I've admitted to it, Big Rig has admitted to it, but there's a lot of people that say, look, man, once the new year come along, I'm gonna get in the gym, I'm gonna bust my butt. You get that membership, Next thing you know, 2 months went by and you went to the gym maybe 1 time, 0 times, etc. So kind of to elaborating on the point that you were saying, you know, people kind of usher in the new year doing the same stuff and kind of psychologically hypnotize themselves into thinking that, hey, once the clocks or once the calendar strike new year, I'm going to transform myself into a new person. Do you believe that's a form of delusion or what?
Here's the thing, right? It is a form of delusion, but then also too the effects of that can be actually detrimental to like your personal life goals. It's just better for you just to say, you know what, let me start really small. Let me not make this a New Year's resolution, because if you try, let's say like, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym like 3 times a week, okay, for 6 months. You go to the gym. Maybe you're like one of those people like why that goes to Planet Fitness, right? I mean not Planet Fitness, but 24-hour fitness. And instead of like, committing to those like 3 days out of a week, something happens. Now you commit yourself to like one day out of a week, now, or maybe once a month. You feel me? So now you looking back and like, dang, I didn't fulfill my goal. I feel like a hypocrite. And then that part kind of like pushes people further back and discourages people. You know what I mean? To the point where it's like, okay, now you don't even have to drive to be consistent, because you can even complete a goal that you had set for yourself. We gotta be careful when it comes to. We gotta be careful when it comes to like, raising high expectations. Start something that's more reasonable. If you can't, if you know in your heart that it's a difficult task and you're trying to tag on something, maybe start small. Like, okay, I'm gonna go to the gym once in a while, but maybe I'm gonna do like 5 push-ups for now. Complete those small goals. Let me do 5 sit-ups. Now I know that's not much of a workout, but you're doing something. Psychologically, you're trying to build that consistency up. According to research.
Sorry, that's the whole deal that you just said. The one word is consistency.
Yeah, that's where I was getting towards. Consistency.
Everybody has.
So what? The problem that everybody has?
Consistency.
Yeah, because the problem is that everybody's raising up their expectations too high than what they're capable of mentally. That is, all that stuff is mental work. You know what I mean? So do small stuff, small baby steps first.
M3, you know about the acronym for SMART goals? Could you see this?
I'm on myself. I'm let's specific.
Yes,
specific, right up, clear.
But it says the S is SMART. So this is the acronym for goals, and the S is specific, write out clear, concise goals. So you actually have to write it out. People say, oh, I got it, the plan in my head. No, you need to write it out, because that makes it something tangible. Right now it's a thought, but once you write it on the paper, it becomes a thing. Thoughts become things. So what you write it on the paper, now it can become a contract, or it can become, a document that you can sell or transform into something. But you have to write it down. Don't just rely on your brain, and then measurable, the ability to track your progress. So, once again, that's some form of documentation. So you can say, hey, I used to do 50 push-ups. Now I can do 100, 200. Achievable is set challenging, get achievable goals. And like you saying, if you know that you can only do 50 push-ups, right, make your goal to do 100. Don't make your goal to do 1,000 push-ups a day, because that's unrealistic. And then instead of doing 100 a day, you probably doing like 13, because you're saying, man, I ain't gonna be able to do 1,000. But you shouldn't have never set your goal that outlandish anyways. And the R is relevant. Set goals that are relevant to your overall life plan. You need to figure out where you're going so you can set plans towards that. And T is timely. Goal has a start, a target finish time attached, you know. So if you say, hey, I want to lose weight in 6 months, you got to be realistic about the amount of weight you're going to lose, not lose 500 pounds or 300 pounds in 6 months. That's unrealistic. But if you say, hey, I'm going to lose 30 pounds, 50 pounds in 6 months, that is attainable. So yeah, you can pick it up from there, M3, and then I'll go over to John.
Last thing I'll say is like current research and studies. I think it takes like 60 days to develop a new habit, but you have to really be consistent and don't try to push yourself too hard. So in that example, B-Eazy, what you said, like, you know, some people be like, man, I want to lose like a pound a day. You know, you could probably do that, but you know, you will run at a risk of like crashing, burning out, you know, being depressed and angry or hangry. So it's best to kind of smart off with small steps, little by little, and then work on that habit. By that time, you work on a new habit, it's going to be easy for you. No pun intended, though. Be easy.
Yeah, I like that one. John, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Go ahead and pick it up from there.
Yeah, I was just looking at the little smart chart that you did. I had screenshotted or whatever. That's real dope. I'ma make it a habit of myself to always check back on that, daily if not weekly. And I agree. Like I mean, and matter of fact, I don't like to regurgitate things that I already said. But like in my first little spiel when I came on here tonight, I had already said that it takes time in order to make and break habits, and that instead of trying to set up, oh, I'm gonna change on this day or what, if you're serious about it, you make the change. You check it as it occurs. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what it's about when you're being a responsible adult. Taking accountability, pointing some out, calling things out, and not being afraid to be called out, and addressing all issues as they may come or arise, and that's how change is made. Sitting here trying to ride the bandwagon of what everybody else is doing just leaves you in a category with everybody else. We live in a world where we're all made individually, and we should be individuals, or else what are we bringing to the universe? I feel like if you're here, you're made for a reason, and to be the best you can possibly be should be the goal. And there's no way to be the best you sitting and procrastinating. So I'm just taking in, I'm listening to what M3 was saying, of course what B was saying, and yeah, I'm 100% in agreement with all that. I feel the exact same way. And I promote the same thing just in my personal life. Like when I hear people talk and say, oh yeah, man, when they express to me that they want to change something, or that they really want to do something, and they tell me, oh, I'm just waiting for this, and I always tell them like, no, don't wait. Time waits for no man, and you don't know how much time you have. We don't know how much time we have. So in all due respect to the Most High, we need to just make sure that we put our best foot forward at all times. And especially in these times where things critically changes so fast, laws get passed so fast overnight. Markets crash overnight. You can go from, in the blink of an eye, you can go from nothing to something, or you can go from something to nothing. So it's it's real.
True.
It's real critical that we take things as serious enough to say, what, if I understand that I'm lacking in something, I'm gonna address what that is, and I'm gonna plan on changing that, currently, like right now, as I'm seeing it, instead of just, oh, I'm just gonna let time pass by, and you're not guaranteed to wake up. So keep your best foot forward.
No, I always like that idea of, I may not know what I was in the past. I may not know what I am in the present, but you know what? I'm going to be better in the future. I like that idea.
I mean, that's the goal, but I just feel like you have to know what.
Never put it as a plan, because when you put it on a plan, God laughs. It'll fuck your shit up. Just put it as an idea.
No. How is that? How do you think not putting something as a plan and just having it as an idea is more beneficial towards it happening than actually planning it out? If we just say, oh, I'm gonna go get my dream
Because
car.
again, let's just say that you and I planned out an awful lot of things, and then shit never happened. Well, then plans went down the. But if they were just ideas, then they're not that big of a deal. Because
if it was an actual,
because when plans are set, you almost have a stone, you're set. But when it's an idea, you can switch it whenever you want to.
Okay. Oh, guys, real quick. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I just want to welcome E-Man Williams up in here.
How you doing, brother?
Either man. I wanted to let John and Sheree go back and forth, but you go ahead and moderate this discussion. Either man, get in there, bro.
Oh man. I think.
Hold up, Sheree.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Hey, Sheree, do me a favor and mute up. Everybody mute up so when somebody's talking, we don't have no interruptions.
So I do this for a living. So I'm a business coach and a financial coach. So, no, I think you guys got it all wrong. Failure is a part of winning in life. Everybody's trying not to fail. Hey, I'm going to do 5 push-ups because I know for a fact I can do 5 push-ups, right? I know for a fact that that's a goal I can hit. And what people do is they get caught up in their comfort zone, right? And your comfort zone is like artificial turf. Nothing grows. It looks good, but nothing grows in your comfort zone. So what you need to do is you always should be striving to do more than what you can do in your own will. For example, if I know I can do 7, my goal should be 12, right? I might not make it to 12, but it's 9 better than 7. We have to be able to break the barriers of where our limits. A lot of the reason people quit is a mental thing. It have nothing to do with your physical body. The one thing I learned in the military, go ahead.
My physical body will shut down before my mental body does. That is
hold on, lady Sheree, hold on. You gotta let him finish.
You gotta let him finish, Sheree. You gotta stay muted until he's done.
No, you quit in your mind first.
Bad.
Most people don't understand that, like, especially when it comes down to like business, entrepreneur, goal setting. Like when that person have already mentally said, I'm not going to the gym. It's really important that we understand that you got to have 2 different things. Like when you send ideals and you can change it all the time, first you got to make a decisions. You know, plans change, decisions do not. So I'm not saying that you can't adjust things or pivot things, but if you say, I'm going to go to the gym 4 times a week, I don't care how you're feeling emotionally, mentally, you got to make that decision that I don't care if this is the worst day in the gym, I'm going to commit to it. See, I think somebody said this a little bit earlier is most people have a commitment issue. And it starts here. I promise you, I have learned, and I'm going to end it here because I don't want to go on a long dialogue. I have really, really learned. I learned this right here, that if you can find a way to build yourself up mentally, everything else will fall into place. Everything else. So that's all I want to say.
All right, cool. Thanks for dropping that. So hold on, I got a couple graphics real quick before I pass the ball.
B-Eazy, may I cook real quick, if I may? May I cook real quick on his points, if I may?
Yeah, go ahead.
Either man Williams, sometimes we don't agree on stuff, but this one he's spot on. He's definitely spot on. Look, man, it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be hard. You're gonna be hurting. All right, you may even shed some tears. Okay, it's your will to be successful, your will to live life, your will to be, healthy, has to outweigh your comfort. It has to. If not, then you're gonna die. Okay? I'm not gonna say any other way. You won't be here. All right? You won't be breathing. You know what I mean? When you hold on, either man. When you start working out, you first begin to work out. You need to work out every day. You know what I mean? I was working out every single day. Every single day. And the thing is, when I was working out every single day, guess what? Once I finished my workouts, I was going to sleep. I was sleeping because my body was now getting rid of all those fats, sugars, and liquor and all that bullshit I was putting in my system. So now I want to sleep. A lot of y'all ain't getting no sleep. You ain't able to really rest. None of that because you got all that stuff in your system. So now you can't even rest. All them drugs and all that stuff you put in your system, you can't even sleep. You can't rest. You can barely get any sleep because you're putting all this garbage in your system. When you really start being healthy, you really start working out, either man knows this because he does this, you're going to start getting proper rest. You're going to be healthy. You're going to be attentive. You're going to be ready and willing and able to do all the tasks that you need to do sufficiently. You know what I mean? But it takes time, and it's not going to be easy. It's going to hurt, okay? Once you know that, you're going to feel a burn. You're going to feel a pain. Pain is good. Pain is good. But your thirst for success and your thirst for life and for health should be tier one. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to say this too. Johnson Different. I'm loving your music, brother. Everybody make sure y'all like and subscribe to Johnson Different. He got some fire music, y'all. Definitely support that brother for real on all social media platforms. That's all I got to say for right now.
Hey, you mind about driving in after E-Man?
Yeah, I just want to make just one quick point.
Yeah,
so me and my daughter went to the gym. She said, "Hey, I want to start working out." I said, "Cool. I'm gonna go to the gym, right?" And she's like in top shape. And I said she's in top shape. If you saw her, you'd be like, she looked like a model, right? We started doing this workout, right? You know, me, I had a couple injuries in the military. I'm just getting cleared to get back into the gym, right? So we started doing this workout, and she didn't understand why I beat her in the workout. It don't have nothing to do with your physical body. Like your body, people don't understand, your body must listen to your mind. Your body have to listen to this. So I just want to say that.
No, I like that. Good stuff, man. Because your mind. I know they say that like the body's the temple, right? But pretty much what becomes a temple is the mind itself. You know what I mean? And your body could do so much if you put your mind into it. So as you start to like kind of build, you know, everything else is going to fall in suit. That's why what I was going to add on to like Mr. Best's point is that, you know, another thing as far as like with health, like you gotta do the best you can to like live a life where you could minimize stress. And I know like I can't say the number one stress causer, you know, because my hypothesis could be work, but it could be, you know, also finances as well too. I would say I'm not even gonna put like no tier. Money and work is usually like the contributor to like high stress. You know what I mean? Especially if you're working at a job that you really don't even like working for. So by all means, you know, do certain things to minimize like stress. And E-Man, like, you know, if you have like any other solutions or anybody else in the panel, you know, what would be, you know, good stress relievers?
Yeah, take your fat ass to the gym. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I
was gonna say and you right. And hold on, let me bring this up. This is just alluding to the point that I think all of us is making, but most recently Mr. Best and Either Man. So your comfort zone is your danger zone. You know why it's your danger zone? Because you are getting very complacent. You don't want to do anything. Yeah, you're comfortable, but you're not growing. You're not progressing. You are regressing. you're deteriorating mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. So that is becoming a danger zone, but it is comfortable, right? Eating a bunch of sprinkled donuts, your favorite stuff, double dipping Oreos and stuff, that all that stuff is comfortable. You know what I mean? Laying up, watching all of the Netflix shows, but it's dangerous and detrimental to your health, because when you go get on the scale or you try to run a mile or even walk up the stairs, something that you are naturally supposed to be able to do, now you can't do it because that comfort has led to your danger and your demise. And let me pull up this other one. Move out of your comfort zone. You can only grow if you're willing to feel awkward and uncomfortable when you try something new. Everybody is going to suck at something and become a beginner. You know, like when you first go to the gym, your hands going to be shaking. You're going to be barely be able to lift whatever weight that you feel that you should lift. And then even if you, I know Eda Man said he was in the military. I used to play sports, you know, you lift a certain weight at your prime peak level in sports. Then you go back in the gym like, damn, I used to bench press 250, 300. Now I could barely lift 185. You know what I mean? It's not the same, because use it or lose it. Your muscle could atrophy or it could dystrophy, which is regression. That means you're deteriorating, you're breaking down. Each day we're getting closer, you feel me? We're basically born to die, you know what I mean? So each day we're doing things to prolong that, you know what I mean, and increase the quality of our life. All of this stuff is done out of the comfort zone. It's very uncomfortable, but you got to do the uncomfortable things to live a comfortable life. And I'm gonna pull this up and I'm gonna let Eda Man rock out after that. This is the 2% mindset. This is what we talking about. Now, whether you reach that 2% or not, it doesn't really matter. It's having the mindset. Even if you can only do 5 push-ups, 10 push-ups, your goal is supposed to be 25. Doesn't necessarily matter if you make the 25 push-ups today, but you may have only been able to do 5 and now you did 7. The goal was 25, but you was only able to do 5, but reaching for that higher goal, you ended up in a higher position anyways, which only suited you better. But if you look at the comfort zone, what is in the comfort zone? Being like everyone else, a clone. We already got AI for that. We already got robots for that. Hold up, Sheree. So insecure, surviving, fear, a dull life, just getting by, playing it safe, regret, procrastination, settling for less. All of that stuff is in the comfort zone. That's where you eating donuts, watching versus battle, Netflix and chilling. But in order to get out of that comfort zone where you want to see some growth, you need to start going after your dreams. You need to start exuding confidence, exploring new things, choosing happiness, because no one could create your happiness. That's in you, not on you. I can't give you your happiness. You gotta do it. I can't give you any fulfillment. You have to do it. Embrace the unknown. Don't say, hey, I never been to this city or I never been to that state before. Do your research, get your passport, hop on a flight and do what you got to do. Excitement, liking change, live without limitations. Why are you setting a cap and say, hey, I could only make $1,000 a week? Nah, you can probably make 100,000. And why set a cap on that when you can probably make 1 million? You ain't doing it today, but you could do it in the future. You got to have an abundance mindset and you act in spite of fear. We're all fearful of something. Being fearful is a natural part of life, you know what I mean? So just embrace the fear, but don't let it inhibit you. So are you still there, Eda Man?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
All right, go ahead. And I'm gonna let you go after him, Sheree, because you know, but just put the bottle down and then you can go after Eda Man. Go ahead.
Don't forget me.
No, I have a mentor. And one of my mentors told me this. He told me that my wealth zone was on the outside of my comfort zone. Yeah, he said it when he first said it. I didn't understand it, but I really
hold on. Could you repeat that?
He said your wealth zone, like your wealthy place, is on the outside of your comfort zone. And when he said it, I didn't understand it because I was young when he first said it, but over time hanging around him, I started to kind of understand the principles of what he was saying. And the one thing that I think that we have to do is we have to be in a situation where we on constant reevaluation of our life. You know, the time that you guys, like most people, I'm not going to say you guys, most people waste money in time that is not accountable.
That is very true.
If you account for the time, you typically account for the dollar. So I tell people, like, so when I first
$500,000.
Yeah, when I first was in the position where I was really trying to be able to buy investment properties, almost every minute of my day, like I was planning my snacks, I was planning my food, I was planning everything out because I didn't want money to be spilled out. And I think the thing is we got to first of all understand how to manage. When we start managing our time, typically everything else falls into play. I just want to say that.
Go ahead, Sheree, and then I'm gonna go to Miss Queen Forever 2K.
Salute, Queen.
Oh.
All right. Go ahead, Queen. Have you been listening to the discussion, or how much of the show have you caught? Off and on. Okay. Well, I'll just go ahead.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. It's it's kind of been all over the place, but we keep bringing it back. So it's the topic is New Year, same you, and I'm sure you've heard a cliche phrase that people use: New Year, new me, and people wait to the January 1st, and they got to turn up. People say, hey, these are going to be my fitness goals. Hey, I'm going to stop smoking. I'm going to stop shopping. I'm going to be celibate, etc. So the question that I have for you is, do you believe that once it is a new year that people actually change their behaviors and rituals based on it being a new year, or is it still the same person? So essentially, do you believe in that ideology or ideal of new year, new me?
I believe in miracles. And a miracle. No, stop. I started. I was about
so that's a yes. Got you.
That was a hit song back in the days.
I know, but there's a few miracles. Which one you talking about? But anyway, no. I think.
No, hold on, Queen. Hold on, I got
Go
you.
ahead.
So since it's 10 days or now 11 days into the new year, are we gonna see a new queen, or is it gonna be the same queen going forward?
Well, it depends on if you like the old queen, you can see the old queen nonstop. No, I said even the other day on the stream, I digressed. I was called names, and I said, I'm trying to step in my femininity. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put on that femininity.
I was gonna say that, Queen.
New year,
so
different queen.
I backed up.
Hold on. Either man calling cap on that, but are we?
Yeah, you see, he capped up real quick, gave the face expression.
Either man calling cap on that, but
he don't know me. I don't care if he called cap. See, that's the new me. I ignore it. I'm ignoring it.
We seeing it in real time.
I would have a lot more to say. So anyway, I'm gonna say.
Hey, that is fact.
We had a show. We had a show, and there were some things that happened. I own my responsibility, even in the group chat. I said something. I apologized, and I digress. So yes, I do believe. I didn't want to swallow that. I didn't want to say I'm sorry, because I felt like I wasn't wrong. But I understand. I understand what happened. I understand how it could be perceived. So I apologize. And that was it. And even though it kept going on, I didn't say nothing else. I said I was sorry, and I moved on. So, let's Happy New Year. That's what anyway. So
Happy New Year, God dog it.
See, even in the show, I didn't say anything. I didn't respond. I said what I said. I didn't go off. I expressed how what was said made me feel, and I kept it pushing. So what I realized is that, I think a lot of times New Year's resolutions, depending on what kind of year you had, it's almost like a mental and emotional restart for a lot of people. I'm in the mental field, and I understand what it feels like to feel like, wow, this year has been so hard or so dramatic, so challenging. So I'm looking forward to a fresh start. So I understand the concept. I understand where people go with it. I think a lot of times people have good intentions with saying, man, this year, I want to be different.
Thank you.
But at the same time, they don't understand that, a lot of times people forget that it's about the steps you make day to day to make it different. Like 2023 ain't gonna be no different
It is
if you
the
still
decisions
walking
that you
around.
make.
Hold on, I'm talking. 2023 is not going to be any different if you're still walking down the same road with the same outfit, with the same mindset, and the same, So I think it's all about you making decisions day to day. I believe in New Year's resolutions. I have some.
So I guess
and
I got
I'm actually doing them. So
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. Like, so it's a reason that the sun goes down and comes up every day. Like every day, we have a chance to be able to restart. I think it's the problem. I don't have a problem with New Year's resolutions. I feel that people don't measure the New Year's resolution. First of all, nobody know if your New Year's resolution is working because it's only been 11 days. It takes 21 days to be able to start a new habit. And it takes 90 days to evaluate if that habit is actually in effect. So we won't know if people's New Year's resolution is actually working until about the end of the first quarter.
People have been making New Year's resolutions since the 90s.
They work.
Some work, some don't.
No, they always work. The people are not willing to do the work. That's two different things.
Oh, but I've been able to do the work way later, but I don't like doing the work until it's like I feel that it's warm enough. Then I can do work.
But you just proved my point.
But when it's cold, I won't shit. So if you come talk to me between November and like February, I don't do a whole lot of things.
But the point that I'm making is you proved my point because you said you do not want to work. New Year's resolutions work. The question is the person willing to do it? For example, in 2022, I had a New Year's resolution.
That's been a dada thing since New Year's resolution has been in effect.
I got what you said, but in 2022, my New Year's resolution was that I was going to make the most money that I have ever made in my life. And guess what? In 2022, I made the most money that I ever made in my life. If we look at a year, in 365 days, I did it. So it does work. It's just the question is a person willing to work? I like the actual title of this. It should be, like I would add to it, a New Year, same you, new mindset. Because the mindset is something that can change, but the physical can't change. Like most of the time, we got to change what's in between.
Here's my question. I have a question for you because of where you put it on. Does your logic go with somebody who is a manual laborer?
Yes.
Does it still equal?
Yes. It applies to everyone. Because everyone's human. Everyone's human, and any day we can wake up and decide to do something else.
Oh, no. Now you're just being bullshittish.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question because you asked me a direct question.
It's like, could you actually make money? Like, obviously, Mr. Hubby has nothing to do on here. Nothing. He goes off and works a 9-to-5 type deal.
I'm going to show you how you can do it if you listen. Most of the time, people make more money than they made the year before. So let me give you an example. If a person that had a 9-to-5 and they only want to do the 9-to-5, hold on, let me finish. if they only wanted to do a 9 to 5, if they made $18 an hour and they increased
$18 an hour.
No, $18 an hour, and they increased their wages.
We're around $22 an hour.
Sheree, you gotta mute up.
Excuse me, man. Wait,
Hold on. Sheree, you gotta mute up. You gotta wait till he finished, and then you can go ahead and speak what you gotta speak. But other than that, we can't hear what he's saying.
Fair.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. I don't mean to interrupt. That's why I came up here, right?
Down.
Sheree, okay.
Yes.
You came up in here, right? And you said one of the pet peeves that you did not like was like women interrupting people, right? And you doing the same thing. Don't be hypocritical.
Interrupt everything.
Okay, so keep your mic on mute and let the man finish. I'm sorry, everybody.
Yay! I'm so glad. Thank you.
So the point that I'm making is because just because I'm a business coach doesn't mean I don't work with people that have a 9 to 5. So, for example, if somebody was to come to me like B-Eazy and say, "Hey, I made 40 grand. I want to have the best year of my life." What we're gonna do is we're gonna put things in structure. Maybe it's better for him to get a new job in the same position, making a little bit more money, or for him to ask for a raise for his job. Most people don't get a raise because they don't ask for it. If I was to take him from $18 to $20 an hour, he would make more money this year than last year. And typically, if he's consistent at work, he still can make more money than he have ever made. He don't have to make hundreds and thousands of dollars because that's my goal. The uneducated trainers or coaches, they try to push their goals onto other people, and instead of just helping people be the best that they need to be for themselves and their families. And that was just the point that I wanted to make.
Okay, based upon that, do you think you're getting underpaid because you do have that trainer deal? Like, obviously you're being paid for something, but you're being underpaid for something else.
Didn't I tell you should know your worth? Any person that's getting underpaid, they had to accept. See, we live in a society that I have the right today to say, yes, I want to do this, or no, I don't. I personally do not like a person who complain about their job. And the reason I don't like about it is because you had to accept it. Nobody forced you to do it. So they're not paying me what I'm worth. Well, why did you accept a job that wasn't of what you were? The best way for a person to get a pay raise is to leave a company within a 3-year time frame and go to a new company. And so some people just got to reevaluate. Stop being loyal to people who are not loyal to you.
Yeah, that I definitely agree with, because while
I agree with that also.
Yeah, I would have to say it's unfortunate, right? You can say that it's shady. You can just fill in whatever adjective you want and say to describe the job, but ultimately it's on you. And what I say is what you permit, you promote. So you're promoting them to treat you that way and put a stamp on your worth. You saying it's not my worth, but yet you've been here for 5 years and you just established that this is your worth. If it wasn't your worth, why did you accept it for 5 years? Now you want to tell me that I should pay you double or triple for the next 5 years going forward? No, I'm just gonna, unfortunately, in this cutthroat business, I'm gonna bring in someone that I can pay less. Because
but it's the opposite. Let me tell you. So I was talking to this guy the other day. He's been on this job for 40 years, B-Eazy. And the new guys are coming in more than what he is getting paid. Like, the market is demanding them to pay people $24 an hour. He came in at $12 an hour. So even though he done got raises over time, he's not even making what people are coming in from an entry level. Like I tell you, it's okay to leave a company. Like I know, like, the companies done gave us these fake watches, and they done gave us this picture that we should be loyal to them. We should be loyal to our families. And a lot of people don't want to have that conversation.
And Edelman, what state are you in?
I'm in Washington State now.
Are you guys an at-will state in terms of employment? Because in California, Okay, cool. Yeah, because I was gonna say a lot of these places
At will or will to learn?
at will means that they don't have to have a specific reason to fire you. They can let you go,
Nope.
and but it also means that you don't
Whereas
have to
Cali
give a
does.
specific reason to quit. So what I'm saying is a lot of people say, "Oh, I got to put my 2 weeks in, etc." If you want to do that and it's feasible for you to do that, but if I say, "Hey, look, I'm gonna hire you today. You just got to quit that job today," and you saying, "Oh man, I got to put my 2 weeks in," I'm gonna just move on to the next person because when that job wants to fire you, they not gonna say, "Eat a man, we're firing you in 2 weeks.
Dude,
Here's a
here's the
heads
whole
up."
deal. Here's the whole deal. Even when I was like young, 2 weeks notice was never anything. Like if you gave a 2 weeks notice, it's just because you were being quote unquote nice.
Well,
But
I
do you
think
ever
it depends.
give out the 2 weeks notice? No.
No, so I don't think.
On the position, right?
If I got a 2 weeks notice on my butt, I knew they were gone within 3 days.
Well, no, I don't think you understand what B-Eazy was saying. So B-Eazy was saying that if you get in a situation where your new job requires you to work immediately and you don't have a choice, that's one thing. I don't think he said just don't put in your 2 weeks. And I'm misquoting you. Let me know. I don't think he said just be an asshole. That's not what he's saying.
No. That's where I'm just saying is like they were just being assholes. Like literally, you want to fire me? I'll just give you my 2 weeks and put it into management, and it'll just be done, and then I'll quit 4 days later.
So I run my own business now, but the last job that I left, I gave them a 30-day notice because I understood that it was about a 21-day. It took them 21 days to train someone and to replace them, right? So I was getting ready to have a baby. I knew I was going to be able to go on paternity leave. Here in Washington, men and women get leave. So I knew all those things were going to happen. So I was like 30 days out. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that's a hard place to put it in your company when you know that you have to go away for so much and you have to put your company into somebody else's eyes for years.
Well, no, I think I'm an entrepreneur. So since I'm an entrepreneur, it really hurts for a person just to up and leave. But I get if it happens. But I knew, like, my wife was pregnant for, 9 months, like 8 months at the time. Like, I knew the baby was coming. It wasn't something
8 months at a time. Lou, I love you 8 months at a time. You might as well call like 15 months. Between the 9 months that you're pregnant and the other months that you're breastfeeding, it's a 15-month deal. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
No, that's not correct. So a woman is
mommy
not
always should get a mommy deal.
So hold on, Eda, man. You did.
I know. Gracious, shut up.
Hold on. I want to nail this down with Either Man. Either Man, are you refuting what she's saying? She's saying there's a 9-month pregnancy, and then she's trying to give like a pregnancy grace period because of the breastfeeding and the recovery. Are you not acknowledging that as part of the pregnancy?
I'm not acknowledging it at all because it's not part of pregnancy. like I'm not see when we say things like it's not part of pregnancy.
Hey, bro, I know that's your pet peeve right there, right?
Yeah, like I'm not saying that it's not important. So people say, Ethan Man Williams, clip it. He said that that's not part of pregnancy. That make this long narrative. Ethan Man Williams don't care about a woman after she has the baby. That's not what I said. I said if we look at pregnancy is while you're carrying the baby. Once you have it, I'm all those things, right? So no, but in reality, I think it comes down to it all depends on your relationship with your current job. If y'all on bad terms, don't tell them nothing because you might put in a 2-week notice and they fire you. I knew for a fact that the job that I was currently at could not let me go. If they let me go, they would have been in a bad situation. Like it wasn't a McDonald's job. It was a high level sales position. Like they couldn't just replace me. It would have cost them more money.
So in that position, hold on, I just want you to pick this up too, because the way you set that up, that sounds like you are operating from a position of leverage. Am I correct, either man?
Yeah, like they even like my manager's like, can you work part time? Like, can we just get you a couple days out the week? Like, they needed me more than I needed them, and I think that's kind of where, if you want to be an employee, you don't want to be just a number. You want to be needed, and you don't want to be easily replaced.
So what type of advice would you give someone to not be easily replaceable? Should they suck up, kiss butt to the manager? Should they just work harder, come earlier? What are your tips to give someone that's trying to stand out in terms of getting a promotion or a raise or moving on to a better opportunity? Either man.
First of all, if you want to get a promotion, ask. 90% of the people don't ask for a promotion. That's why they don't get a promotion. But what you want to do is you want to be able to develop a special skill. For example, working at McDonald's flipping burgers is not a special skill. You want to do something that, first of all, you develop a special skill. And then what you want to do is you want to be able to put whatever your job is, you want to be able to put your signature on it, is what I call it. So it's like, hey, I can bring somebody in to do what he did, but we still don't have him. And I think that's how you kind of build value. You don't have to brown nose and all that kind of. I tell people all the time, when it comes down to like people doing all that stuff, they still get looked over. So it's really just what I think what it really comes down to is just, how do I divide myself from the pack? Everybody's trying to stick into the pack. People say, I want to stick into the pack because it's the comfort zones in the pack. Everybody likes me. We got beer buddies. But I'm the type of person that, you know what? I'm going to stay an extra 45 minutes to make sure the job is done right. And then I'm going to make sure that I have my signature on it so you know that I was the one that did that job. So that's just kind of my theory about it.
Hold on, either man, and this is just a building moment. So, I'm gonna press you on some stuff that, the lay person would ask. And you're saying, and I agree with you, so this is not basically my position. I'm just getting you to further expound, and enlighten the people. And while he says ask for a raise, now you alluded to the point that many people are afraid of asking for a raise. What if they say no? What if they don't give me the raise that I want? What if they start feeling some type of way? So people get into a what if game. And when they think about the if, they don't never think about what if they actually say, okay, I'm gonna give you a raise. They always go towards the negative. So what would you say to someone that's saying, I'm a little nervous, either man. I only been at the company for 6 months, or is it too early to ask for? People come up with all of these excuses for not to ask a raise. So how do you think someone could? What is a tip that you can give someone to overcome their hesitation to ask?
All right. So first of all, if you're going at an entry level, well, not even really that. I don't want to give that advice. The first thing is, typically a company got more money to pay you than what they're saying, right? So the last position, they gave me an offer letter. I responded, hey, I can't do this job for this amount of dollars. I need you to do it. So I think negotiations start before you even get the job. Hey, I'm offering you $70,000. I think that this position that I could do about 80,000. They might come in the middle and say, we can't do it. That's not in our budget, but we can do about 70. We can meet you in the middle. Is that something you're open to? So negotiations start then. Every 6 months, this is just my personal opinion. Every 6 months, I ask for a raise. Every 6 months, I say, hey, first of all, I'm bringing and say, hey, I'm asking questions before. So I'm be like, hey, B-Eazy, let me ask you a quick question. If you're my manager, I say, do you feel like I'm adding value to the company? Is the company doing better since I'm here? I'm asking them, how do the company see me? Do they see me as an asset or a liability? And then after I figured out how they see me, then I'm saying, hey, check this out. I'm talking, when I ask for a raise, I'm coming to be I have a lot of wisdom that I'm coming. I'm not saying, I'm not telling a company.
What I'm asking is what if they say just no?
Well, if you're not,
Whatever it is you're
let's say,
asking for your raise, they just say fucking flat out no.
well, see, it all depends on how
What
you
do you
ask.
do when they say flat out no?
Well, if you let me get to that, I was getting to that point. So B-Eazy, you want to role play with me real quick?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so B-Eazy was my my manager. The first thing I'm gonna ask B-Eazy, hey B-Eazy, I don't know if you actually paying attention to what's going on in the world right now, but did you know
Great if it actually
did you know in 2022 B-Eazy that the interest rate, I mean not the interest rate, the inflation rate went up between about 9 to 15%.
I've seen some reports, but I don't know how accurate that is. Is that pretty true or what?
I actually think it's low, to be honest. I think it really going up by 30%, but most of the people who get paid a lot of money to do that say about 9%. So I just want to let you know I'm doing the same job. Actually, I'm doing more work. And actually, even though I'm making the same amount of money, I'm making 10% less. And that's kind of hard financially on my family. Can you see that B-Eazy?
I could see that, but if you think about, the company is paying more for supplies, we're not seeing as much profit. So, we're taking a loss too. So, if you can just kind of hang in there, maybe things would get better next year and we can give you some more hours, or I could see about giving you a promotion.
That's exactly what I want a company to say. My first time I come to a company, I'm not really trying to get a raise. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get him to promise me something in the future. So 6 months is the reason I say 6 months.
So you can hold him accountable for something, right? You did say this, right?
So 6 months come out, cool, I'm working. See, the problem that most people do is they don't work hard. You're supposed to work like the salary that you want. So if you're getting paid $18 an hour, the company should see that you're doing $22 an hour. I'm in sales, so most of my things can be measured. Like if you on like an assembly line, that's hard to measure. But if you're doing something that's impacting the bottom line in sales, I can measure it. So then when I come back, I'm saying, hey, you see these first 2 quarters, I was trending about, $100,000 that I was bringing in. I increased the company things by, so this is the 1 year mark. At the 1 year mark, now what I'm doing is I'm having this conversation is, hey, B-Eazy, I'm bringing it to his memories. I'm saying, hey, B-Eazy, remember we had that conversation 6 months ago? And he gonna say what? Yes, I do. And I say, who? So what I did is I understand that the supplies in the company have went up, but what I did is I made sure these last 6 months I increased my production so the company can be in a better place financially. And then I am okay with letting the company go. Most people, the company know that you need them. So I'm gonna say, B-Eazy, check this out. I love this company. I love everything that's going on in this company, but I am getting job offers other places. And I'm just gonna be honest, they are a lot higher than the job offers that I have here. But what I do think is we're building something that can really be able to take this company to the next level. Do you think that any chance that you can see me getting like a 10% raise since I've been here for 12 months? And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna shut up. And I'm gonna listen.
Fair.
And now if that person come back to me again after 12 months and say, no, we can't give you a raise, this, that, and the third, you know what I'm gonna do? Hopefully I actually have those job offers, but now it's my time to start looking for jobs if I haven't already been looking.
Hold on. You literally just said you're gonna wait 8-12 months for that job opportunity to go with you.
No, I'm waiting. So after my, I think you hold on 1 second, man. What I'm saying is,
what? Really gonna wait 8 to 12 months to have anything?
No, see, what people don't understand is when I accepted that job, I was willing to take that pay for at least 12 months. So I'm not waiting for anything.
I'm not talking about then. I'm talking about right now.
Now listen, see what happened is I'm getting to the details, but you haven't got to that point. So I'm not a bluffer. So if I told B-Eazy that I'm looking at other positions, listen, I get what you're saying, but if I told B-Eazy I'm looking at other positions, you better be damn right I'm looking at other positions. I'm not just saying it. And so what's going to happen is if B-Eazy don't see my worth, because most companies, if you're a good worker, they're like 10% is too much. I give you like a 2%, 3% raise, and then they're going to give you the raise just to get you off their back for another 6 months, especially if you're good at what you do. Now, if you're just an average worker, they're not going to really. Remember, I am telling people how to negotiate for people that is above average, hard workers, people who's willing to do it. You said what, ma'am?
Oh no, my dear. I just wanted to give you a kiss.
Okay. So when I go to B-Eazy, my level of work is not going to go down. I'm still going to give them the same amount of work, but now I'm actively, aggressively looking for another position. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to find another position, and then I'm going to replace them. And I'm okay with doing that.
Yeah, and what you said about definitely you informing them of the other job offers, that's another thing too. And I'm not saying that you should do this every time, but it is a bit of a strategy that you have to adopt when you're doing it. Sometimes you may need to put in your 2 weeks or 30 days given the position. Some days some positions you may need to quit on the spot. But also when it comes in the art of negotiation, right? You need to let people know that, hey, look, this is the value that I've brought to this company. Like you said, hey, look, the numbers have increased. I've done this. I've went above and beyond. I'm only a supervisor or assistant manager, but I'm able to do managerial work. You show them what you're able to do, and you show, look, I understand. I'll be modest with it. Look, hey, I understand if you don't see the potential in either man, but this company and that company and this company, they're already going to offer me what you are haggling with me about. They're going to offer me that free and clear. Now, that's okay that you don't want to offer me that. It's just I'm laying this out so that you understand why while I'm walking out the door. And from there, if they don't value you, they'll say, hey, look, we really want you. We just can't afford that. Other people will say, look, we can't afford that, but we'll find a way to afford it. And other people will just say, look, we respect you. And it will be a mutual separation. Either way, all of those will be a better position for you than you just remaining silent.
You're right, but you got to understand that the value. So I think you should do a value proposition when you're talking to companies. So let me tell you, the last job, I made them about $500,000 the year that I was there. I was there for 2 years. I made them $500,000. So when I was going in asking for money, I wasn't ignorant to what my value was to them. Most employees don't understand the value they are to the company. I knew for a fact that I made them $500,000. So
did you present those numbers to them, or did you just have the information in the back of your mind?
Well, the great thing about it is, I think when I negotiated, so I got the raise. When I negotiated my salary, I didn't have to. I knew they wasn't going to give me what I was asking. I think I was asking 15%. I think they might have gave me 3%, and I was happy with it at that time. Like I'm trying to get a raise, and I'm not getting offended if they're not giving me. Like I'm always giving people a proposal that's above what I want. Like I'm not going into negotiation.
That's why I wanted you to touch on, because sometimes people let people off the hook and they say, man, they ain't gonna give me 10-15%, so I'm gonna just ask for 4% raise. Man, that's reasonable. No, because if they ask for 4%, then they know that they can say, look, we can do 2. Well, why don't you start with 15 or 20? They may say that's outlandish. We was thinking maybe 7, or you know what I mean, or 10, you know. And what do you have to lose of going a bit higher? I know a lot of people think that they'll alienate the workplace and say, "Either man, who you think you is, asking for 15%. Now we ain't gonna give you nothing." So a lot of this stems from fear. They fear of retaliation and retribution, that they say it's better to not just ask. So it kind of the go along, get along gang. So could you speak on the importance of asking for, because you know it's like even if it's on an application or some, they say what is your desired pay, right? They don't say what are you willing to work for, they say what is your desired pay. So if you desire $40 an hour but you know they only gonna pay you $18 an hour, should you not put 40 is your desired? Some people say no, I'm not gonna put that. I know they only pay $20, I'm gonna put $20. But is $20 your desired pay?
Well, I think what it comes down to is educating yourself, right? So it's a reason that sites like Glassdoor, I don't know if you're familiar with Glassdoor. Glassdoor
definitely that's a must. They tell you about all the reviews of employees or something, right? They used to work there.
Yeah, but what Glassdoor does, like Glassdoor is going to tell you what people are making in this field, right? So when I'm going in, if I know that the average income in this field is $100,000, right? Well, that's not realistic for some people. If I go into this field and I know the average income is $60,000, right? I can't ask for $100,000. Like, people are not making that type of money in there.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
But if it tells me, because Glassdoor used to give you a window, you know, on the low end, people are making about $49,000. On the high end, people are making about $65,000. So, you know, if me, just based on the numbers, depending on my experience, if I worked in this field before, I'm gonna try to come in maybe somewhere around maybe 65. I might come in right at 60, maybe 55, 60. I'm not trying to come at the top because they still don't know me. I think we gotta still understand, when I go into a job, they don't know me. They just taking me for the word, and a lot of people lie on their resumes. So I think what I'm trying to do is come in at a reasonable price. I'm definitely not coming in at 49. So I'm trying to come in at a reasonable price, give myself, you know, work really hard and give myself room to grow financially through the company. And I'm not a big advocate. I want to say this because you said this earlier. I'm not a big advocate of getting promoted. I know that might sound crazy. I'd rather stay in the position and get more money for the position that I'm in. Because typically with promotions, so if they hire somebody on the outside of their company, they might pay somebody $80,000 because they fresh. You coming over to take that job, and you might be at $60,000. They only gonna give you like a 5% raise, but you still got $80,000 worth of responsibilities. So typically getting promoted within a company is you get a lot more responsibility.
At the same point in time, is it okay for like somebody who is 89 years old to still hold on to a job that can give it up to somebody who's younger?
I think you should work till the day you die. I know that's not like, see, we live in this generation.
That's where the difference is. It's like, you don't know what's cool and what's not, or like what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not allowed to do. Because again, we have a lot of our older generations that are still work capability. My dad is still work capability. My mom is still work capability. They're into their 70s.
The number one reason why older people quit their job is so they can get Social Security. That's like the number. If we didn't have Social Security, a lot of old people,
up to the younger generation. But if the younger generation doesn't want it, that
no, see, but we live in this environment that people are just so entitled. Like, the younger generation don't deserve the older generation. It's who's going to apply for the position and who can be able to put the best foot forward for them to get hired. I don't think a 89-year-old should be thinking, oh, it's this
No.
young kid. Hold on, let me finish. It's this young kid out there, and I need to quit my job and live off Social Security just so this young kid can be able to start his journey in life. No, like, why do we gotta be that considerate of other people? I don't agree with it. I think the 89-year-old should evaluate what's important in their life at this time, and they should make a best decision for them and their family. They should not be worried about some mystical young kid in Never Land.
Aren't we all the kids in Never Land, though? I mean, did you not grow up on Never Land?
So the point that I'm making, B-Eazy,
You do have to grow up at some point in stage. Like, again, I have a whole entire mortgage that I have to be careful of in my house and my expenses and so on and so forth. So I have to work to an extent in order to keep that up.
You chose that.
If
See
I
the
don't
what?
keep that up, then I'm a bitch.
I got that. But what I'm saying is you chose to get a mortgage. You chose to get all those expenses. If you got a car note, you chose that. The one thing that I tell people is don't get caught up in a pity party of your decisions, right? If it's your decision,
No,
I get
it is my bed, therefore I shall make it up as much as I want to. It is not I has made my bed, therefore it is just made up. No, it is my bed, and I can make it however I want it to be.
So,
It is my bed.
So let me ask you a question, right?
Fair.
How long do you think a person should be on the job?
Which job?
Any job.
As long as it's feasible and goable, I mean, you can go from anywhere from 2 years to like 20 years.
Why would a person stay with a company for 20 years?
Trust me, we've already been asking that question.
Well, it is a reason. So the reason a person should stay with a company for 20 years, for example, the U.S. military. Well, no, that's not. Your 401k goes with you.
Actually, what most people want it is healthcare, dental hygiene. That's usually why most people want.
No,
I mean, hell, I worked 3 years.
Benefits is not at. The point that I'm telling you is I can get healthcare, dental. When I leave, my 401k goes with me. None of those reasons are the reasons why you should stay with a job. Why I consider staying with a company, I consider staying with the U.S. military for 20 years is because of pensions and retirement. If you understand kind of like the retirement, I'm gonna get a paycheck in the military. You would get 50% of your base salary of your highest salary for the rest of your life, right? But
yeah, I know, because not little fallout, but my oldest has been dating somebody who is also in the military. They're about to get switched to East Coast, and I'm not cool with it, but it is what it is.
All right, so the point that I was making is that most jobs do not offer.
But they're going to go through a whole entire deal that I am not going to be able to even have a say-so in it.
All right, so
that is something that's going to happen between my daughter and her boyfriend way before I even have a say-so through it. I get it. I understand it. I'm not going to be one to necessarily, no, you can't do that because you don't live here. No, I'm not going to do that. That's bullshit. Never. But at the same point in time, if she gives birth in like Georgia, I am going to be so upset. Unless I'm there. Again, I want to be there for my kid as much as my kid was, as much as my mommy was there for my mommy, as much as their mommies and their mommies. The sad thing is about the United States. It's like literally Colorado to Georgia is so far away. So far away.
So 1 second, man. Hey, B-Eazy, M3. I appreciate you guys actually having me up tonight.
For sure.
I got my baby that started crying. I gotta go in there and check on her. But reality, I think we need to evaluate why people was loyal. Because when we look at the Fords, we look at those type companies, they have really good pension plans that pay people for the rest of their life. The workforce really have got rid of pensions altogether, unless you like a Congress or something. So the workforce completely got rid of pensions. Even the military is
getting rid of 401k. We ain't
So
gonna be
what-
able to have Social Security.
Well, if you understand, hold on 1 second, man. If you understand how the 401k plan work, I can take my 401k plan to my next job. I don't have to keep it with me. So I take it. I save 50,000. I transfer it to my next job. Like every job I go to, I transfer my 401k plan. You don't have to keep it there. That's a myth that you don't lose it. It's your money. But I appreciate y'all guys. Y'all guys have a good night. It was good talking,
bro. Thank you for coming up, bro.
Thank you.
Hey,
Have a
either
good night.
man. Are you on Instagram or what?
Yeah, I'm on everything. So I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. As Either Man Williams.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say just drop it in the back chat and then I'ma follow you. But yeah, go ahead and just give your info. Where could the people find you at?
I'm like Instagram, Facebook. I just started TikTok 2 days. I'm gonna start TikToking.
Oh, either man about
They got me. They finally got me.
Hey,
and
bro,
I also have
got
a
a
YouTube
TikTok
page.
and never even went on it. I downloaded it, but I just every time I want to click on it, I think about them corny dances people be doing, and then I just don't want to. But I this year, I guess that's my resolution to really be active on TikTok. You feel me?
Well, you don't have to be active on TikTok. One of my mentors was tracking his numbers, and he dropped a lot of shorts on TikToks, and he had predicted, I don't know how he got the calculations, 32% of his new subscribers have came from TikTok. So he might just like say like a quote or something he said, and he'll put his YouTube page. A lot of people have been clicking on his YouTube page and following him on a different aspect. But I do got to go. So I'll talk to y'all guys later. Okay. But hey, definitely hit my my new YouTube page. I've only been doing it for 3 months, but I want to drop knowledge and wisdom to people on a daily basis. Okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna get up with you either, man. For sure.
Y'all guys be safe.
Peace out. All right, so we about to wrap it up pretty soon. Sheree, you want to give like your final remarks? Because we about to wrap it up. So go ahead and just give some final remarks.
Other people are stupid.
What was that?
That's literally just don't be stupid as other people are stupid.
And that's your final remark?
All of us have been stupid at one point in time. The only thing is don't forget how stupid you were at one point in time.
Yeah, I agree. We were all an idiot at something at some point, you know what I mean? So, don't be worried about being a beginner. You know, that's where you start, but that's not where you finish.
And then that's not where you end. Because down here, I'm not. That's where it is. Hello, I have my house. I love my 5-bedroom house.
Well, congratulations. Did you got anything else you want to say before I drop you down? Because we about to wrap up the stream.
I would like to go with you with the stream with Mr. Hubby too. Because I know we kind of talked about that.
Yeah, so you
and I would like to have a whole deal with just like with me and Mr. Hubby, and you kind of asked us back in questions and like allow other people on stream type of deal. That's the one thing I like about you is you do let people on stream to an extent. Though I did not like the other chicks the other night. Sorry, they just walked all the fuck over you.
It wasn't me because I wasn't on that stream, but we already discussed that, and you know what?
You already saw that? Okay, cool.
No, I didn't see it because that shit wouldn't have happened to me. But I know what
you know what I'm talking about.
Correct. And those streams, you gotta just either, you gotta like come up, you gotta pull up, and you gotta voice your disagreement then and there. What happens on my stream is what happens on my stream.
That with those chicks, those chicks would have totally like backed my shit down.
Hey, well, I mean, welcome to the Thunderdome. That's how it is, Sheree. You gotta stand on what you're talking about.
And with those two chicks, I could not. I would never get in. And like, I would never be able to talk. They would never allow me to talk. They would never allow me to like.
Well, I don't argue with chicks.
Those were fucking cats that would have pounced on me.
Well, luckily I don't argue with chicks, so that's not something. But we can definitely. Are you just like drop like your email or your Instagram in the back chat, and then we'll get I'll get at you, and then like you said, if you have your hubby or something, we can do the stream because I would definitely have some some questions that I could pose, but I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down because we're about to wrap this stream up. And thank you for coming up, Sheree. And whatever you're drinking, I need a bottle of that.
Oh, it's just called Apple Bottle Rum and a few Bud Lights.
Apple Bottle Rum and a few Bud Lights. Does a few mean 10 or what?
I don't know how much are you gonna touch my booty.
You so hold on. You want me to touch your booty?
Ooh, I need a slap.
Okay, well, I might be able to accommodate you with that, Sheree. You know what?
That's really weird. That's so weird.
Which one that you want me to touch your booty?
Oh, wait, are you gonna touch my booty?
I'll consider it. I'll think about it.
Oh, that's very nice.
It would be a privilege.
It would be very nice, but not expected.
Why wouldn't it be expected?
Well, because I have other people who can do that. Duh.
Yeah. Well, of course you have other people, but they ain't gonna be. They ain't me.
My kid goes and slaps my butt. She's like, "Mommy, get up!" That stupid shit.
Okay. All right. Well, Sheree, I'll hit you. Just like I said, leave your information.
And I believe you and me and Mr. Hubby should have a total deal and not this thing. But so have others.
All right, well, we'll just leave your information in the private chat so I could get at you, Sheree.
All right, love yous.
All right, peace out. So there you have it. Sheree wants me to smack it up, flip it, rub it down. What you say, Big Big Rig, speak on it, bro. You over? I thought you was asleep, doggy. Like you wide awake now.
Sheree is always something with Sheree.
Bro, she be off the chain. Shout out to Sheree. She's always active. You feel me? And I know. She said she was drinking some beer and some other apple stuff. I don't know what that drink is, but that definitely now Sheree was a couple times where I was about to hit you with this, but you were okay. And then sometimes I was about to hit you with this, But you know, it's all good, Sheree. You know what I mean? I'll grab your bouquet and then tell you this. Just shut up. You know what I mean? But shout out to Sheree. But you Big Rig, you got any closing remarks you want to say?
Just another good stream, man. You know, Tuesday night, man.
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
Hey, no, I feel you. This was you know, a good stream. You know, it always takes a turn for the best or for the weird. And Candid Ant is wow. She says, stay away from her. She sounds like a problem. Could you elaborate, Candid Ant, what type of problem? Because some problems are good, right? I think, you know. But shout out to Candid Ann in the building. She is not so candid with this comment. This is a direct comment. So Candid Ann ain't pulling no punches. But yeah, so this has been a dope stream. You know, we had Wally in the chat, Marcus in the chat. Either Man came through dropping gems. Mr. Best came through. M3, John Sinatra, all of them came through with a very outstanding performance. Queen came. It was very short-lived, but she dropped some nice little juicy gems. Stan Joseph, Stan, my bro, the man whore. Shout out to Stan. You know,
Team Planet Fitness.
It was somebody else that I seen in here too. That I didn't want to miss. Chef Shapino came through. Von Eric. So I thought I missed somebody, or did I get everybody? Yeah, it looks like we got everybody. And if I did, Risa Neal, I definitely can't forget Risa Neal. And there it goes, Grizzly Bear Productions. And it looks like I got everybody. You know, Wally Verse is always in the building. But this was definitely a dope stream. And, you know, we've been here rocking with y'all almost 3 hours. So, you know, and then of course we had the Gray Pill podcast slide through. Shout out to my bro. And yeah, and this is what I like about Sheree, right? I didn't call Sheree a bitch. She said she was a bitch. You know what I mean? So I'm just confirming that. So I'm respecting her pronoun. And Wally is like roller coaster. Hey, roller coasters are fun, Wally. You mean to tell me if you go to Great America or Six Flags, you're not gonna get on the roller coaster? Why are you talking bad about the roller coaster when you want to take a ride? And she says to be a man hoe, or maybe she means whore or hoe. Yeah. But she says I'm a bitch. We've established that. But see, not all bitches are bad. And, you know, being a bitch is not necessarily a bad thing, especially when you're honest about it. So, shout out to Sheree and Late to the Fallout. But yeah, it looks like we got everyone else. So, I'm going to go ahead and run this right here. Easily rig. And he said, not all rides worth taking, my G. I agree with you, but I'm just saying, you said a roller coaster. Roller coasters are fun, you know what I mean? So don't act like you don't want to ride. She says, I like to check myself before I become a bitch. You know what I mean? That's good. You have like a bitch meter, right? So basically, your bitch meter ain't on 10. You probably was on like a 4 tonight, inching towards a 6, but you didn't go like full out 10. You know what I mean? Your bitchiness was reserved tonight, Sheree. So Shout out to Sheree. But yeah, so before we get out of here, you know, we gotta hit y'all with some nice visuals. But let me stop with the music real quick because hold up, y'all. Just give me one moment. But yeah, if you are still in the building, you know, just drop a 100 in the chat, a thumbs up, a thumbs down, what you did or what you didn't like about the stream. She says that's why I type and not talk. Now you can do both, you know. We like to let you talk, speak your piece. Sometimes you talk, a little too much, but it's all good. Oh, Risa Neal is still in the building. Shout out Risa Neal. You was quiet, but shout out to Risa Neal, lovely lady, always showing support. And Wally, my dog. He is for the streets, but it's good that he for the streets because whenever I need him, he's there. You know what I mean? I go to the liquor store. Oh, damn, there's Wally. Go to the gym. Oh, damn, there's Wally. You know what I mean? So flea market, Wally, bodega, Wally. Like, damn, Wally, do you ever go inside? So Wally is always outside. So shout out to Wally, though. But, this has been an amazing stream. And I'm over here looking for the visual and I couldn't find it, but now I found it. And I'm going to hit y'all with this. Knowledge and relationships. Thank y'all for stopping by. Candid Ann dropping the 100. Wally says anytime he hit the corner, he sees B-Eazy. Yes, anytime you see me. And if you say my name, I'm popping up like Candyman. Risa Neal says, next time, everyone be safe out there. Make sure you are safe. The weather conditions is crazy. It's flooding out here, raining, pouring, storming, ice storms, hail, everything. So just be safe in whatever part of the globe you're at. And she says, thank you, Pathogen. You have made the day. So shout out to Sheree. And we out this thing.